I love anytime I hear an inhale on mic because it reminds me of the opening that I made for the podcast, which I did like just because I was like, man, I need an opening, but like, what should I do? And I was like, fuck it, I smoke and I drink, so like I have a decanter, so the thud you hear is a little. That's opening.
Off the top. Yeah.
We poured some. We used water because we didn't want to keep pouring whiskey back and forth. And then you hear the tinking of these two glasses, and then I rolled a joint and I sparked it on the mic, and I was like, "Fuck it, that works." I was like, well, "We'll run with that." And
Keeps it nice and authentic.
yeah,
Keeps it like, and it's also like not high production value. Like you don't have to do anything great.
we're live now.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so that he's little.
That's the cue.
Yeah, that was the cue.
I love
little
it.
audio nugs. They're fun.
I love it.
But yeah, I like it because it's like. It's not too in your face. It's calm. It's just like chill, which most of how the episodes start is just kind of like chill and going into it. Which going back to our conversation of your history, because now we're at film school. You had been doing stuff for friends. How'd you get into docs?
Docs. It's really just. I found myself really picking up the camera a lot more, and I don't really like setting up shots personally. I just don't like.
Okay.
I just don't like. I'm gonna be real. I don't like putting the tripod down and like making sure all this and that. I like taking it and running and gunning. Like, well, even when it comes to like some of the music videos I did, like a lot of them like did feel like run and gun type beat. Like I'd have a maybe 1 or 2 tripod shots for the entire shoot. The rest of it I'm on gimbal, and I'm just trying to like get a nice shot with that. But like when it came to like making docs, it wasn't until like recently I had taken this class. I think it was last fall actually, really recent. And one of the assignments was to just document something. And I had been hit up by one of my friends to come out to a show. My friend Dylan, and he told me come over to what was it Canoga Park, all the way up there.
Yeah, it's
I
far.
drove out there, took my girl with me, I met up with my friends, one of my friends that lives in Northridge. We went over there. We were we got some drinks, and I had my camera, and I was just meeting up, taking shots of like where we were before, just keeping it like while everyone's just like hanging out and everything. I just felt like it was real natural. I didn't feel like, because once you start like putting lights up, once you start having a tripod, people start acting different.
It's very true.
Yeah, people like even though when the camera is introduced already, like people just start to like they act different. And so
Very, very true.
my thing is just like I like I said, the running gun. I like going around. I like just having the camera there. So like I shot that thing with Dylan. He had performed at some dive bar. It was just right next to where he was hanging out normally. And I was just like, I loved it. The vibe there.
Just really intimate.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it was very intimate, but it also seemed very high energy.
Yes.
For such a small, it sounds bad when you say it like that, for such a small venue, but it was a very small venue that you were in.
It was a sweatbox. Yeah, no, for real.
And it just seemed like the most fun that you could have.
Yes. No, it was just raw, visceral. Everyone was just having a good time and just there, real present. And it was like, not to be like one of those like back in my day, like nobody had like a phone out or nothing like that. Like in the video clips, I'm looking back and editing. I'm like, there's literally no one's on their phone, like
which
unless they're just a bar
goer,
like a random,
yeah,
like in the back. It was just, but like exactly, like it was perfect because I'm getting like these shots of everybody. They're just locked in with him, and he controlled that crowd. It was just him and his DJ, whose booth was all the way on the other side of the fucking room. So there's a couple of misfires there, but like it was just him, his DJ, and his guitarist, and they were just all 3 of them were just locked in that night. It was good. It was good. And I met Dylan through Twitter, as it will. I used to follow him on SoundCloud back in the day, and then I found out later on after listening to his music that he was rolling with Jaden Smith and them like all in that crew, and so I was just like,
shit.
Yeah, appreciate it, yeah. And so he would like, he would be doing like all that trippy summer stuff with them, making music with them, being in videos with them. I just think it's crazy. And I think it's crazy that he even like took a chance on my art.
Sometimes people see something special and they want to see what else there is.
No, I feel you on that. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that. Which is actually how I ended up getting a lot of my my video work. Just people seeing like my reels or like anything that I've made, and they're just like, you know what, I want that. Like specifically, can you capture that, like a moment that I have in it, you know? And I'll be like, I can try.
Yeah.
A lot of it's off the cuff.
Isn't that's so? I find it very interesting that you say that you like run and gun, but you also don't like setting up shot, because I'm the same way in the sense of I like to run and gun, but when I say run and gun, it's more so I'm kind of improvising everything that I'm doing instead of just keeping it in my hands the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I will just tripod because it just works better.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. You just allow things to play out. You don't add any direction.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to that when it comes to that, I just want people just to be them, you know, because like everyone, they even tell you when you start like with documentary class that you're still telling a story. You know, the real question is you as the director or you as the filmer, you know, you have to documentarian, I guess. Yeah, that would be actually much more accurate. They're the person who they have to find the story. They gotta find the story, and they gotta make the story come alive through the way that they edit it, the music you use, you know, the transitions, everything. Like, because the story is there, you know, you could take the same thing that happened and turn it into something else too. Oh yes, thank you. Oh. But you could take, you know, completely, you know, different direction, just depending on who you want your audience or how you want your audience to feel.
Yeah, it's a different way of storytelling. Most of what I do is either completely fabricated. I can control all aspects of it, or it already has a direction that it's moving in, and I just kind of have to guide it. And when I say that, I'm speaking specifically like events, so like weddings or birthdays and stuff like that. Things are already happening. Mm-hmm. So I can just throw in little direction to just kind of keep the wheel rolling.
Right.
I think that's part of the reason why I did mention earlier, it's like I'm doing my own thing, so I don't want to document and have to be a part of your thing, which also sounds kind of fucked up. But totally lost my train of thought there.
You're good.
Documentary, yeah, because I think that's another one of the reasons why I kind of didn't want to step into doing documentaries, because one, you're basically committing your time to somebody else's project, which I guess in turn is your project, right? But you just have to care enough about it.
100%.
But then two, there is no sense of control. You have to relinquish that completely. So if you have a vision, or in your mind you're like, yes, this is the story, this is what I want it to be, and then boom, something happens in life and it changes it completely. You have to be able to just be like, oh well, that's not my story anymore. I have to pivot and turn with this and go with it. I like having I know this is where I want to get to. Now let's get ourselves to there.
Like a structure, like an actual structure there.
Yeah. Even though, so it's funny, it's a very loose structure, but I do like structure. Very loose, but I like it. He could tell you.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I do like having, like, I did want to, like, originally in film, I really wanted to make horror films. That was like the first thing that came to mind. Because there's like, this is actually like one of my last semesters, and so like,
remind me, I'm gonna share a link with you, because I wrote, filmed, self-produced, and did a short film with my sister and her friend, both senior teenagers at the time.
Oh shit.
Who was not great, but I'll send it to you. Yeah,
but you made it.
That's the part,
and that's yours. You know,
yes.
No one will ever take that piece of art away from you.
The original script is actually right there.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's behind the drums. If you see those little scribbles, yeah, there's some pieces of paper back there that are the original script. But yeah, I'll send you the link. You can watch it.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm so
down. You'll probably have some laughs, because last time I looked back, I was like, "This is fucking." It's funny. But then I read the script, and I was like, okay, story wise, like I had something here. I just needed to keep working at it. But I wanted to put it out because like Halloween.
Right.
That's fucking cool. Horror. Why?
Horror, just because it was just the time that I was in. Everyone was so focused on comedy because, you know, the hard pivot was in the middle of COVID. Everyone's so focused on like comedy and wanting to laugh and wanting to like forget about what's going on. Me, I wanted to just be like, yo, I'm going through some shit. This is what I'm going through mentally, like, you know, but I want to make it like clever. I want to make it funny or whatever. There was one thing that I wrote that I had started writing that I really want to finish now that I'm like looking back on it, because I've seen my outlines, I've seen my all my character papers and everything like that, like everything I had set up. It's a feature length like type of thing where it's what did I say? It was super bad with like what's the Pineapple Express?
Nice.
But it's a slasher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
It's a slasher.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, so
nice
it was going to
hybrid.
be like, but also I wanted, this is my thing, just being an Asian American, not seeing Asians like at all, like growing up. As a Filipino, like I don't see anybody, well, except for Dante Bosco. We have Zuko. We got Prince Zuko.
Yeah.
That's dope. But like, I want to see more. So like all my characters are Asian, except for the bad guy. He's a white kid.
It's a little racy, but all right.
It's all good. You know what I mean?
Reverse
but he's their best
racism,
friend,
you know?
though. But he's their best friend. So
damn,
it's like
backstabbing as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez. Have you been backstabbed by a white guy?
I don't think I have. Now that I
female?
think about it, I don't think white people have done me dirty.
Okay, so this is just like deep culture, like cultural horrors that are coming out.
I feel like it was just more so for comic relief.
Okay.
Just to be like,
it's like they've done us all dirty.
You can relate.
So we put the Conquerors as the villain roles always.
Exactly. No, something like
It
that
works.
though. No, for real, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's something that like have you seen any of the Jordan Peele films like Get Out or Us?
Yes, I saw Get Out, and I don't think I saw Us. And if I did, I don't remember it.
Us
but I
is
wanted
cool,
to see it.
But Get Out was like, you
great.
know, that was like insane,
great.
right? And there's layers to it too. People can go like full on like what's the word, like English teacher on that bullshit, right? And Jordan Peele will be like, yeah, you're right, you're actually right. Like that's what I like about those types of films, where he's actually like putting all these different layers.
It's got depth to it,
right?
It's not just what you're seeing.
It's not just these white people are crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's about it though. But appreciate you.
You good?
But yeah, no, like I just really wanted to go into to film, to create like, you know, some weird shit. I grew up watching movies all the time.
Same.
I would go like, you know, I feel like movies are part of like a lot of people's lives. Music
If
is
it
a part of
wasn't-
people's lives, but
Yes, but that's like staple across the board. Everybody listens to music. It's just different genres.
it's a little bit more niche for film though, right? Like,
Yeah,
I know people who can't sit through it.
You're either big into movies or you're big into comics. That's what I
Comics is
found.
big.
When it's if you're talking about that realm of, I'll call it entertainment or pop culture is a great word to use, right?
Yes.
If you're not wholly in both, it's one or the other predominantly. Because for me, I didn't really go into comics. Now I know them. I know of Marvel and DC. I know all of the common characters. For me, my favorite was Iron Man and Spider-Man. Those are tops.
Yep.
They're the shit, right?
Can't blame them.
Can't. But I wasn't really one to go and sit there and flip a fucking book and read. And that just goes for books in general, because I wasn't given a book first. I was spoken to and then taken to the movies. So for me, having conversations and visually seeing something, that's where I get the most out of it.
Oh yeah, especially when like we grew up during a time of really like the beginning of like the comic book movies actually becoming what they are.
Yeah.
We saw, you know, the OG Spider-Man movie, the Raimi
True.
films.
Fucking Tobey Maguire.
We saw those. We saw what else came after that. We saw the X-Men films that came after that.
That's
And then-
true.
Yep, and then
That's
all the
fucking
Marvel
true.
stuff came out. Like what is it like?
I forgot
8
about
years
X-Men.
after, right?
Yeah, because I remember going to Iron Man in junior or senior year.
Yeah,
So that's like
that was like Iron Man 3,
2013?
I believe.
No, that was the first. Didn't when
The
when
first
the
one
first
came
one
out,
come out?
like I think that was 6th grade actually. First one came out.
No shit.
No, dead ass.
Nah.
No, because I
The
took
first
Rudy
Iron
one and
Man?
I went, yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah, I remember.
All right, we're gonna find out right now.
6th grade, bro.
2008.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
Damn, we were babies.
we were.
16 years
Okay,
ago.
and the first time I saw Iron Man, or remember seeing Iron Man in theaters, I don't know if my parents took me to watch it. I remember seeing first, second, but I remember going with my buddy Sebastian, sure you remember Sebastian. But we went to back when the movie theater was not Harkins at the Cerritos Mall.
Yep.
We
It was
went
still
there.
Edwards.
Was it in
United
Edwards?
Artists?
Okay, I was
United
like, I don't
Artists.
fucking remember what it was, but I don't remember the name for shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they had they were the original $2 Tuesdays.
Yeah. Damn, man. Back in
Shit
the
was
day.
lit. Yeah,
That was some
super.
shit.
That shit was wild.
They had 2 floors and everything too.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah, we went out there and fucking waited like 2 hours for the showing of Iron Man senior.
Damn.
I think it was junior year. The senior year, I was hanging out with Drumline the whole time.
Because I know, I think junior or at least sophomore year, that's when the first Avengers came out, I think, or junior year or something like that.
Damn, I don't fucking remember.
It was a while back. I think. I don't know. I'm thinking.
I don't know timestamps.
Yeah, it's
Feels
all good.
bad.
It's all
Dude,
good.
it's like, whoop, it's just like,
Because it was
it's
like that.
mush.
It
Yeah,
was like that.
it's crazy.
I can't blame you.
I can tell you what happened like the past 5 years though. I think maybe,
Maybe I get you.
maybe. I don't know.
No, I really only picked up a camera like in the past 5 years. Like seriously picked it up like 5 years.
24. Okay, that's not too.
Yeah,
That's
back
not too
in
bad.
like as soon as like right before even COVID hit, like I was
Yeah.
like I had picked up it was like a Canon M50. One of
Nice.
those mirrorless, like the little
Yeah,
mirrorless
yeah.
one. You can take
It's
it
a
anywhere.
point and shoot, yeah.
Yeah, and you can
That
use
thing's
it
dope.
for you can change the lenses out and everything like that.
For real?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
my girl
It's
just
a
has it
different one
used
than
as
I
a
was thinking.
webcam.
That's
it.
fucking cool. Yeah,
She
it
just
has a
doesn't
flip
take it
screen,
out.
doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Flip screen, all that stuff, and
Yeah,
it's like just a real small
little
one.
compact thing.
Yeah, and I was able to get music videos out of that. I was pretty happy already, but I went deeper and yeah.
Dude, people will. Excuse me.
It's all
Excuse me again. Damn. Them tacos. People will talk so much about like, oh, you need the best gear to get this and these megabytes and your
No.
pixels, and if you're shooting 1080, you're solid.
At least 1080, you're fine.
Yep.
You're
80% of the people are going to be viewing it on something no bigger than the iPhone Max.
Yeah, the biggest is what that's at 6.9 inches now, but like barely.
Yeah.
But, other than that,
At
like everyone
1080,
else
you're
is
good.
like what 5-6 inches, like for the screen. 1080 is perfect. As long as you have like a nice solid like storyline and everything like that.
That's the main part.
Exactly. As long as it looks
Bro.
polished, it's fine.
Oh, there's I don't know who the fuck it is, but there's somebody that makes very not very animated doodles, but it's literally just like picture and then a next picture, and a lot of movement has happened, but there's good dialogue. And you're interested, and you'll just sit there and watch. I mean, that's essentially what comics are, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
At the end of the day, it's all about story.
It's all about the story, the characters, and everything like that. If you can't really attach yourself to like what's on screen, you're not gonna want to spend your hours, like, especially if it's like a movie, like a TV series, like those Netflix series. Why am I gonna spend 10 hours of my life if I can't get attached to these characters and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, why do I have to wait till episode 8?
Yeah.
Why do I have to wait till there's a
Bro.
cliffhanger at the end of the season? Okay, I'll wait till next season to start watching. Like,
There's no point for me to start now if you're gonna
Yeah.
leave me hanging.
I'll watch a recap.
That's true. For a while, dude. Holy shit, you unlock some memories. For a while, I stopped consuming, and I would find something that I thought was interesting, and I would go to YouTube and be like, all right, review, breakdown,
Give me
fucking
the gist
whatever.
of it.
And I'm like, all right, cool. Now I
can't
know what
blame you,
happens in the
though.
season.
I honestly can't blame you, just because even as someone who creates and I do consume a lot of art, but there's so many movies on my list, there's so many shows on my list that I'm like, if I haven't watched it at this point, like I don't care if you spoil it for me.
Yeah.
So like
By the time I get to watching it, I'm gonna forget that you told me.
exactly, and it's about the story and the message anyways, right? I don't have to watch the entire thing. Like for some of these movies and stuff, they're a lot more shallower than the others. Like they only require
Yeah.
like one watch really to understand it entirely. Sometimes you have to watch it a second, third time to like really appreciate it for what it is, which I respect that.
I think that comes
entirely.
down to writing and directing.
That too.
A lot of the stuff that's been put out of recent, I should say, has predominantly just been for entertainment.
Yes.
For me, my favorite writer that just mind fuck and I have to rewatch, not just because like, oh my god, I didn't fucking get it, because like sometimes I don't fucking get it, but like I have to see that again. It was amazing. The story was great. I know I'm gonna get more. Like I got some of it, but this needs like 3 times for me to fully understand. It's Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan films.
He's great.
I get you, yeah, because he does it the way he tells the stories, and like all the little things that don't really make sense until until the revelations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could totally understand why you'd want to rewatch those. I think I watched, what was it, The Prestige, and I was just like, damn, this movie's fucked up. but it still made me want to watch it over again. Yeah, Nolan's. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff like that, like really popular within the film community, like Memento. That
Okay.
one's a really like,
I haven't seen that either.
Love that one, but haven't
Feels
seen it.
bad.
It's all good.
Now I'm gonna seem like a Nolan fan, like I've seen everything. That's not true at all.
It's all good.
My 2, if I'm like watch these, fucking Inception and Tenet.
Can't blame you.
Great
films.
Fucking great.
Great films. I'm not gonna act like I understood it the first time I watched it. Especially
Fuck
with Inception.
no.
Like I was like 14 or something when the next time she came out. Like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I understand it. Like I watched The Notebook there the first time.
Bruh.
Like
First time I watched Inception, I was in my early 20s, and I was like, so they lived? Question mark? That was a really fucking good movie, though.
Was that real?
Yeah, I like sat there for a couple of days. I was like, I legit pondered that movie for a couple of days, and I went, I gotta watch it again.
Gotta be sure.
Fuck it. Yeah, I sat back down. And I was like, okay, I see now. But then also now thinking about it, I'm like, it's one of those things where I remember the movie and I can recall kind of what it's about, but it's been such a long time since I've watched it that it's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy.
But I remember like the totem and having that be
the guide.
Yeah, it's like the guide
keeps them
in
grounding.
Yeah,
grounded,
but only in the realm they've created in their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it stops, then he knows he's good.
If it stops moving, then you know you're in the real world, but if it keeps spinning, then you're in basically dreamscape, which can metaphor into so many different things, but that's not what we're here for today.
But visually, it's insane.
This is all around insane.
Visually,
Great
everything.
movie.
Sonic, the sound design in these movies too, especially Nolan films.
He doesn't do effects,
Hans Zimmer's insane.
or tries not to at least.
Right.
Love Hans.
Insane.
The best.
So when I saw he was doing Coachella, I was like, yes.
For real.
I wanted to be.
That's dope.
I wanted to be so.
That's fucking cool.
I missed it, but he was right. Like I saw the videos. He was killing it. He played that. He played that film. He played Lion King. All of his fucking top hits, dude. He went
That's cool.
in.
I find the idea of an old man headlining or
Coachella.
just being at fucking Coachella hilarious.
Right.
It's like none of the people that are on stage with him look like they should have been rock stars or are like music. Well, no, they look like they'd be musical geniuses, but it's not like I'd expect to see them at Coachella.
Right.
It's like I would expect to see them at a concert hall.
No, exactly. I think they did the same thing when Danny Elfman did it too.
It's like seeing the Olympic curling teams and not expecting them to be athletes.
That's true, actually.
Bro, have you seen them? They literally just look like a bunch of
Look like
dads
average
who accidentally
dudes, yeah.
walked onto the
They do.
field or
I think
whatever.
they're sponsored. I want to say they're sponsored by Nike, and Nike made them like fucking Jordan, whatever the fuck it's called, shoes. Yeah, because I was watching and I was like, they look like they're using sneakers, like straight up,
Just
curling
straight
shoes. There you go. Yeah, straight up look like sneakers.
Yeah, man.
Interesting.
Oh man, the Olympics.
It's fun, dude. It's fun.
Yeah.
Personally, I love curling. I think it's cool. It's literally a game of skill and strategy. That's it. Yes, physicality, but have you ever played shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard? No, I haven't.
But do you know of it?
Yeah, I've seen people play it. Though.
Same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't know
Or
what curling
bocce
is.
ball.
Or bocce ball. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically all the same.
Essentially, right?
Except just on ice instead. Yeah.
Different little things in
Yeah.
between. I feel it. I like golf.
Dude, I want to like
smash it.
actually golf because
Yeah.
I'm decent at mini golf, short game, all right. So I feel like I would do pretty good at golf.
Hey man, you gotta
So-
do it. You gotta try it. You ever hit the range or anything like that?
No, I want to.
Gotta hit the range. That's a real fun time. Just
Well,
doing
have to.
that. That's good enough for me sometimes. But
Yeah.
I just love being on a course. There's like it's freeing.
Seems calm.
You're in nature.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on like a full 18 and stuff, you see like rabbits and shit. It's dope.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a good time, you know. Like
That's cool.
It makes you forget that you're fucking hitting everything all the way to the side and shit. You know?
Just straight off course.
Just straight up. Yeah, I know.
That's
Slicing it into the woods.
funny, dude.
Yeah.
Usually
Rabbits come running by because you hit their nests or whatever.
That's funny. That's why you're seeing the rabbits.
I just made them homeless. No.
That's fucking funny, dude. No, for me, preferably, I like to go fishing.
Fishing. I hear that's freeing. Like mentally freeing. Let's fuck. I have to try that because I have a lot of friends that like tell me that they go fishing, and I'm just like, it's money.
I mean, yeah, it requires gear. It's like, I mean, like any other hobby.
Right.
You need stuff to do. Let's see, what sport can you do without investing anything? The first thing that came to my mind was running.
That's really it.
Yeah, right.
Running.
Because
Swimming, if you can
Swim.
find water.
If you can find water.
Okay, but
If you have access to a pool.
yeah, you would either need access to a pool, a public pool, or the ocean. And I mean, if you could swim in the ocean, fucking props to you. You're badass.
Yeah.
That's wild. No thanks.
I don't
I'm
fuck
good,
with
bro.
Sorry.
Bro, even back in my 2-footed days, I would not. That's just terrifying.
My people are fishermen and shit. So even then,
You know the stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Exactly
monster
why.
soup, bro.
Deadass. And it's like, why would I subject myself to that? I'd rather be comfy on the boat than working on it.
Yeah, this is like. It's funny because, yeah, the boat gets you out of the water, but the boat is still in the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Open season.
so it's like,
You fuck with cruises though?
I don't know, because again, it's that whole like boat in the water, and like I feel like it would be cool. It would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Am I scared? Fuck yes.
I hear you.
Fuck yes. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it.
They got all you
Maybe.
can drink passes.
So that's okay. Like that's what's enticing because like that's why I know it would be fun. Is you can do like an all inclusive where you don't have to worry about anything. You just go get a drink, go get food. Like shows are free.
Shows are free, yeah.
Fucking
Comedy and everything like
yeah.
that too.
There's like arcades. There's like a hell of attraction
Karaoke
stuff.
bars,
Yeah, there's like a
go-karts
lot of
sometimes.
stuff. That's fucking sick, bro. Drift off the boat. That I would be the person too. I'd be the person. They would like never think. They're like, yeah, we made an infinity turn, and it's like 20 miles or fucking whatever. Go slow, and I'd be like, I could drift this bitch straight off the edge. And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gone now. So like that would, I don't know. That's cool, but water terrifies me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I should specify ocean water terrifies me because I know that in the ocean there's very large things.
Yes.
And beyond the large things in the ocean itself
Yeah,
fucking pulls at you.
dude. Yeah, the physics
Riptides
alone,
are real, man.
It's unforgiving.
Nah.
Yeah,
That's GG's. I wasn't meant
100%.
for it. Good. Freshwater though, all day.
Freshwater,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll fucking swim in the middle of a lake. I'm
Lakes are
shit.
chill.
Yeah, lakes are chill.
I like
Like
lakes.
legit, they are chill. I think the rowdiest of lakes are in, I'm gonna say Wisconsin. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but it's the Great Lakes. Like they legit have waves.
Oh, it's because of the
it's
weather,
so big.
huh?
Yes,
They
and
actually have so big.
weather and the fucking size of it.
I'd like to see the Great Lakes.
Same.
Sea.
It's supposed to be really good for fishing. I would take a boat onto it. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
again, lake,
Huge.
but huge. Could be monsters, but also freshwater
Could be
monster.
monsters.
I'm down.
I
Fuck
fuck
it.
with that shit though. Like if personally, like if I'm like a person that's like I get to see something shit like that, like
That's the horror background
you
from
know,
you. See,
yeah.
I go. That's how you die in horror movies.
You die in horror movies.
I'm good, bro. I'm gonna stay here. I'll tell the story for you. So this is what happened.
I'm not the type to go deeper into it. I'm the type to be like, whoa, we saw that shit. Let's go. You know?
You
That's
just-
roll
You
credits.
just fucking open the curtain. That's it. You just peek behind the curtain. That's it. I fuck with it. Just
Homie comes back. Hey, I saw Bigfoot. Really? We're leaving. That's awesome.
cool. That's our cue.
Let's go.
I'm out. Same. Same.
So you have written films before, essentially. Like you've written that short. So.
I've written the short. I started writing 5 features, and then I stopped.
Oh yeah.
I stopped for different reasons. I would bounce between the 5 because they're all in different genres. They're fun. I love them all.
They're all different ones?
Yes.
Damn.
None of them coincide with each other. But I would bounce between because I would hit a roadblock with one, and I would go, I don't really exactly know how to move forward on this. And then I would just start rereading what I'd written on the other ones. I would just kind of put that on the side, and I'd reread, and then I'd go, oh, I know it would sound really good. And then I would start going, and then I would just lock into that notebook. So I would write on that. And then I'd get to a point where I go, ooh, like, fuck, I don't know. Like, this is really, I don't know what to do next. So same thing. I would put that to the side, and I would just do that cycle. And then I stopped writing completely shortly before my accident. And it was predominantly because we had gotten really busy. 'Cause that was right when we had transitioned the shop from a garage operation into an actual established location.
Okay.
So most of my focus was there.
Just going to work.
Yeah, I didn't really have any extra time. And then I had my accident, and most of my time was just focused on getting better, staying healthy, and making sure I was good mentally. I didn't want to escape. I'll use that word for lack of better description. From what was happening in my life, I just wanted to deal with it and move on, because I knew I wasn't going to help anyone in the hospital, and if I got out of the hospital and I wasn't good in my head, I wasn't going to help anybody anyways.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just take care of it all. And then after that, it was kind of same thing with work. It just like fucking propelled. We started investing into new machines, which escalated business. And then I just never made time. And eventually the notebooks moved from on top of my desk to like the shelf under my desk, and then like in a drawer. But I recently pulled them out. They are now back on my desk.
There it is.
I haven't cracked them open yet to reread, but they're on the desk, so they're in sight. It bugs. The genres they are. There is a biblical interpretation. That one I feel like will most likely get backlash because it is a story told from the eyes of Lucifer and how he saw himself as the hero.
Ooh.
I thought that would be a very interesting take.
No, but that is interesting, though.
Yeah.
At least I think so.
Thanks. Then there's a pirate film. I have hyper-realistic animated, which I have had a lot of fun with. It's about a fly. And then I have a psycho thriller.
Ooh.
Psycho killer.
What's that?
Oh,
one?
and a Western.
A Western too?
Yeah.
Damn. So you were
Western too.
like creatively, you were everywhere. But you were like, but you, like you said,
That's
you would
kinda
flesh
like how
them
I am
out.
in
Like,
life. Yes.
that's so sick.
They're all respectively in their own thing. But yeah, that's just kind of how I am in general. I'm not particularly deep in one avenue in the sense of creative and interest wise. Business wise, I'm fucking deep into apparel.
Yeah, you're locked.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You're married.
Pretty much. There's no if I divorce, there's I lose the house, I lose like I'm starting over, She took everything.
Yep. New life, yep.
Pretty much, and I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I mean, I could. I'd go to Thailand or Vietnam where my money would go a lot farther. But
True.
No, that's predominantly what I do. I would say it would be that, then this and photo and video is like my main hobbies.
Yeah.
So, but as far as interest, fucking into it all, I my take on spooky and scary and horror is I fucking love it. I find it super interesting, but I hate being scared. Fucking hate being scared.
Yep.
But I love all the spooky shit. It's great. Like I used to go to Universal. You went earlier this month. Like 2 weeks ago?
I got a pass. Yeah, me and my girl,
For real?
we've gone 3 times now.
To like since you've had the pass
since
or
we got
this month?
this
Okay.
month. Oh, altogether. So
No shit.
'cause we started like the last couple weeks of September, and so it was her first time though. It was her first
Cool.
time. She had never gone before. I think she had just only gone to Dark Harbor, and I think she had gone to Knott's Scary Farm like a couple nights before.
Knott's is pretty cool.
I heard it's a lot of fun because they have a lot. They have a lot of mazes, like 13 or so mazes,
Yeah.
something like that.
I want to say they were the first amusement park to do like Halloween theme.
I think seen that in like a documentary too.
Yeah.
Like over about like scaring attractions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think-
because after that is when everybody else kicked in, and that's why they always say, "Oh, well, they stole that from Knott's or whatever." Because I hear that a lot. Because I know the one thing that like for sure was air quote stolen was sliding.
Oh yeah.
'Cause, yeah. So my brother knew a guy in high school that, and this is circa like 2007.
Oh okay.
So this is like we'll call it like OG Knott's, right?
Right.
He was a scarer, and he had friends that had been scaring for like years there, and that's where supposedly sliding, where they fucking run and throw themselves on the knees and do all the sparks, was started.
I love when they do that shit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
I remember watching my brother and his friends, because he was doing it, they would just do it fucking on the driveway, fucking run and slide.
That's so sick.
It was cool.
That's so
It
sick.
was super, super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that horror stuff, dude. Like we were just constantly getting scared left and right. You know?
Was there a moment you remember going like, "Oh, this is the stuff right here"?
This is what I want to do. I think it was. Pardon me. I'd watched Hereditary for the first time.
Fuck.
That's what it was.
That's a wild one, dude. That's a wild one.
I watched a lot of different stuff growing up. I watched the original Grudge, the Ju-on series back over from Japan. I watched that shit when it was only watching it in parts in YouTube.
Okay.
You couldn't get it any other way. I watched fucking the Japanese One Missed Call. That one was crazy. Have you ever heard of One Missed Call?
No.
That one's another one where it's like you get a random phone call, but it's not your ringtone, and then you get a voicemail since
Didn't
you're
they
not going to answer
They
it.
did a fucking iteration here,
Yeah, they
correct?
did.
Okay, so I saw the one here,
You saw that one.
but my first run-in with scary movies was the original Exorcist.
Really?
Yeah, I was like 6, bro. Whenever that movie came out on
Damn.
fucking VHS or DVD, whatever the fuck was out when it came out, I watched it with my brother and my dad,
Yeah.
and I was horrified. I had night terrors.
You were 6 watching the fucking pinnacle of horror films.
Bro, oh my fucking, like,
Are
okay.
you sure it wasn't one of the newer Exorcists? Because the original came out in like 60s or something like that. Hold on. The original
The
Exorcist.
original.
The original was in 1973.
Oh, they must have been like a
Okay,
rerun
so
or
then
something
my
like
dad,
that.
no, I remember, we fucking rented it.
Oh, okay then.
Like, he got it. He
Oh, okay,
had
then
the
that's what it
fucking, we had whatever it was, whatever we were using at the time.
Tapered.
That's why I'm like VHS.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. At that time,
Blockbuster,
it was
it
VHS.
that one right there?
Yes, sir.
That one on South?
Yes, sir.
That was the one.
The OG.
Man. Yeah.
OG, bro. They had that's like the chocolate clusters.
Oh fuck. The
Fire,
Nestle
bro.
ones, right?
Yes.
Yep,
What is it like
That's
the
shit,
rice?
Man. The
Some
crispy
things and
ones?
drugs? Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's
yeah.
I didn't know what
Crunch.
they were for the fucking longest, and then I found them again when I was older, and I bit one in half. I was like, I'm old
Bunch
enough
of
to know
Crunch?
to
Yeah.
figure this fucking out. Yeah, a bunch of crunch. Yeah, they're
Insane.
basically rice Krispies
With chocolate.
coated in chocolate.
It's
I was like, that's
crazy.
fucking wild. But yeah, that one
The
we
Exorcist.
fucking rented it. Yeah, she was horrible. I remember her crawling down the fucking stairs with her head up all upside down.
Yeah.
It was fucked. That night, telling you, man, fucking nightmares. I woke up screaming. That shit was horrible.
Yeah.
This was my dream. I was a small child. I was in a playground. You know those little balance beams?
Oh yeah.
I was like, fucking balancing. And I see this tiny little black dot in front of me. And then I look up, and there's a tiny black dot. And then I look down, and the black dot is getting bigger. And I look up, and the black dot's getting fucking bigger. And the Exorcist just lands in front of me out of the sky.
fuck no.
Fucking all backwards with her head
Mangled
upside
and
down.
shit.
Yeah, and she's like, ah! And then the balance beam fucking flies up into the sky as fast as it can. And then I woke up. I was like, no.
Damn.
Like, fuck this.
That's scary as shit for like a 6-year-old to have, and and you still remember that to this day.
I remember it, bro.
That's the worst.
That shit was horrible.
That's the worst.
The kicker was I was dreaming of being in the playground at my elementary school, and it looked exactly like
Lindstrom's playground.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I go back to school, and I'm like, nah. Like, nah, fuck that.
It's not
like,
happening.
I'm playing fucking over here, bro.
I'm playing handball. We're not doing that. We're not doing no balance beam bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this.
So you were 6 about, right?
I think so.
I think that was that your first horror
That was
experience?
my first ever horror movie. And then after that, I didn't see fucking nothing else. My parents were like, you're not watching shit for scary movies.
Yeah.
Like, no fucking nightmares for you. So then when I saw Grudge again and I saw, like, scary movies that were being put out, I was like, this is cool. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is, like, creepy. It's creepy. It doesn't, like, it makes me feel uncomfortable, but it's not horrifying. This is pretty cool. It's like, all right. I think it wasn't until the Paranormal Activities that I started getting fucking scared by movies.
Those were insane.
Like, I'm fucking done with this.
They made it look so real.
That was the problem.
Yeah, that's exactly
That
it.
was the problem. Because all the other ones, you were like, okay, this bitch coming out the TV.
It's supposed to look crazy because of the camera angles and whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But that one just like it's found footage.
Yeah.
Especially like like those Blair Witch type films.
Those are. Oh, did you ever see the movie Quarantine?
Quarantine.
Yo,
That one was wild.
that shit gave me the fucking
That
creeps.
one was wild. Quarantine. Cloverfield was cool.
Mm-hmm.
What was there? But yeah, I think my first experience with horror had to be with Psycho, actually.
Oh,
It was like a family party going on at my house. And so all my cousins, they were chilling in my parents' room watching TV. And I come in, like, what's up, guys? And they're like, oh, here, come in, hang out, watch this movie with us. And I was like,
that's the
okay.
fucking worst, dude. They're not like, oh, we're watching a scary movie. Do you want to join? They're like,
No,
come
like,
watch this,
Get
bro.
in here. They're like,
You're gonna want to see this.
And it was just about to be the scene, where he rips open the fucking.
Okay, I haven't seen Psycho.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Anyway, my bad.
No, you're good.
Anyway, he rips the fuck out of her in the shower, right, with
Okay.
with a knife. I'm like 5 or 6 years old too, and so I'm freaking out, trying to get out of the room, and they're holding the door shut.
Did you have a problem with like showering and having the door like?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
I think I would like to think that I did, just because of how fucking freaked I was. But like I don't think I did, to be honest. It wasn't until like watching like Asian horror movies like growing up. That's when I was just
Asian
like,
horror movies are a little bit different though.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to see some of them on Netflix and I'm like, y'all wildin'.
They're
For
different.
real, y'all wildin'.
They're a lot different.
Yeah.
Even their found film, like their found footage movies. There's this one I watched recently. It was actually about like some live streamers.
Okay.
They do paranormal investigations and shit. And so they go on this live stream. They're gonna be like gonna be the biggest one because it's a really bad haunted place. Everybody who goes there, they're never heard of again.
Yeah.
That type
Classic,
type of
you know?
right? And then they go there, and then everything just goes to hell as soon as they get there. And it's like one of those where it's even the way that they shot it, it's like GoPros, fucking like maybe one good camera, drone. But you know what I mean? Like everything even has like a filter of like I'm watching this with like there's the chat going on or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Like, fuck, there was a couple movies like that. I'm blanking. There was
from out here,
Dave Franco's brother, or maybe it is Dave Franco. It was something like they would be online and they would have to take requests from people in the chat to do a thing.
like dares and shit, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But it's like they escalate.
Yes,
Right?
and then towards the end, it was like, "Oh, kill the other person" or some shit.
But like every step is calculated and they can't do anything to escape it. Type.
Yes,
I think I remember
yes. And I forget the chick's name, but she ends up hopping on the motorcycle with the dude, and then they end up being like the top two.
Mm-hmm.
They get pitted against each other.
Oh, shit.
Classic. It's like a classic story arc, but at the time it was great. But that's also shot that way. And then there's also Unfriended. That was the other one that I was thinking of too. Unfriended is like that. That's just basically watching Zoom.
That's like a Zoom chat or like a Skype call or whatever, right? Back in the day, right? That was like
Yeah.
a big reason.
This is Skype.
We were just talking about that recently. Oh, with the song.
Yep.
You were on Skype.
I did
was
know
on
Skype. Yeah,
I was on Skype.
I did know Skype.
But yeah, Unfriended was that's a film I haven't seen entirely, but you can only imagine where it's gonna end up.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
They did a very good job.
Yeah.
Very good job. It was creepy. It was one of those things where they rely heavily on the tight shot of all of the faces, and then the emotion being given through dialogue to create suspense.
Right.
You can't really do much.
Yeah.
It's just fixed camera angle. Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, no, horror movies are just, they're all over the place, especially with like the Ari Aster films, like I said, Hereditary, Midsommar.
Dude, so I
Crazy
haven't
ones.
seen so you said Midsommar.
Midsommar, yeah.
I've heard Midsummer.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
heard that's a great movie. I haven't seen it in its entirety. I've watched clips.
Mm-hmm.
The wildest clip that I've seen, I want to honorary mention first.
Mm-hmm.
The couple that fucking throws himself off the cliff because they were like they'd aged out or some shit. They're like, all right, we're gonna kill ourselves. Yeah, but they don't die. So then we gotta send our people down to fucking bludgeon them so that they die.
You gotta finish the job.
That's fucked.
You gotta finish the job.
So that's the honorary mention, right?
So what's the
Bro.
real one? the one that takes the cake.
The one that took the cake for me, it was a really fucking weird scene. I felt weird watching it, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not mistaken, the context is she was like a new virgin or some shit like that of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, I think, the mom in there and another guy that are coercing someone's husband to have sex with her.
Oh, yeah.
And then
The
guy's wife happens or goes looking for him and sees through the crack in the door that her husband is cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? The mom either closes the door or goes out with her while the chick starts wailing, and they go into another room with a whole bunch of other women that just look at her and start fucking wailing together.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, this is a wild scene. This is gnarly.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild shit in the movie. I gotta see it in its entirety because none of it fucking, like, all the clips don't make sense in clip form.
It's insanely out of context. It's just like,
Yes.
I can't figure out what the fuck this movie's about if I were to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
It's insane though. It's like, it's shocking. Like almost even from the beginning, that first opening scene, like you haven't seen it yet. It just grips you and you're just like, what the fuck am I in for?
Dude.
It's just the same thing as like they did that shit in Hereditary too, where like it's the same thing where it's just like, what the fuck did I get myself in for? How long is
Dude.
this? Another hour and a half of this shit? Okay, let's go.
Bro, the fucking, the scene that was burned in my brain for quite some time was when she's on the ceiling just fucking slamming her forehead.
Oh my fuck.
I saw that and I was like, no. I legit
speed.
started screaming. Yeah, it's
speed,
just
dude.
unhuman, man.
Yeah,
It's unhuman.
It looked like a Wes Anderson, like, what's that called? Stop motion scene. Where it was just like fucking like, smack. Like, it was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Seeing, you've seen the film, right? The Hereditary?
Yeah.
Seeing the scene where.
Sorry, I remember the kid's head getting pounded off.
That's exactly what I was
that's what
talking
you're
about,
thinking
dude.
about?
I
Alright,
was
cool.
just like, dude, that was just like. I'm like, this is where. Is there gonna be ghosts in this movie? Like, I was just like, what the fuck is this? I thought I was in for a ghost movie. It was deeper than that.
That was the one scene in the movie I fucking laughed so hard. As you can see, because thinking about it. So, like, because I remember watching the scene, and I go, her head's going to come off. She starts sticking it out the window, and I'm like, she's going to hit a pole, and her head's going to come off.
He's trying to
Yeah,
figure
he's
it
like,
out.
yeah, he's fucking doing some
"Yo, you
shit.
good?"
Yeah. And I'm thinking that, and my girlfriend at the time is sitting next to me, and I'm like, babe, her head's gonna come off. She goes, what? I fucking lost my shit. Because, like, I was like, this is set up so perfectly. Like, I know it's fucking coming. So, love that scene. Just, and then he just rolls over and looks at you. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
But when you know it's coming, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sorry. my Instagram algorithm is not the kindest. You know, there's a lot of machining accidents. Now I don't laugh at those. Those are all fucked.
What are those
But,
live view ones?
dude? Shout out to OSHA.
Damn right.
Shout out to OSHA.
Shout out to OSHA.
But anyways, yeah, Hereditary. That scene, fucking yeah, it's nuts. But again, also shot in a very, very great way.
But yeah. When it comes to making films and stuff, like, you know, like I said, I don't fuck with tripod or everything like that. Like, I'm fine with I'm fine with doing like the whole conventional thing when it comes to like creating horror or like any of those passion project type beats. It's just that like I don't see myself making anything else like that. Damn, though. Like, making horror is just fun. I have some proof of concepts that I've worked on.
Yeah.
Some stuff that like I have at home that live on my hard drive. But like, if I were to like reshoot them, I'm pretty sure like it would come out the exact way I wanted it to.
You know, it's funny. I thought about my short like that. I was like, I should rewrite this and find some people that actually care about the script.
Dude, yeah.
Might come out better.
No, I feel you 100%. Just because like, I'm trying to make a lot of shit right now. I'm trying to make my own shorts. I'm trying to make like, you know. So I'm literally just gonna try and.
If you need a sound studio, let me know.
Dude, yeah, probably.
We have equipment.
Dude, I would love to. Yeah, I'll probably hit you guys up for that for sure.
Cool.
But yeah. Hey, yeah, man. Narrative is fun. Like getting my toes wet into narrative. When I was like taking this class and I wrote that slasher stoner flick, like that one was that was really what made me think, you know, I can actually do something other than just make things look pretty on camera. You know, like I thought like all I was really, you know,
just visuals.
I thought that was all really I was good for because like
you were a cinematographer.
Yeah,
that's how you felt.
Yeah,
I called it a professional button pusher because I felt that's what I was feeling like at the time, and I didn't like it because it's not how I thought about myself.
Dial it, push, go. Push. All right, cool. Let's edit.
Yeah. Well,
I can hear you. I hear you on that.
When people have a specific, when people have a specific vision and you're being hired for a camera,
there's only so much you can do.
You're kind of just listening to what they're telling you to do because they have the shot. They are calling the shot.
They have it in their minds. They may not be able to hold the camera the way that you do, or in the
exactly
way, in the style, you know. But yeah, they're expecting that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also part of the reason that I stopped freelancing art projects. But that, for me, I realize also comes down to being a creative in the storytelling sense. And there's a way that I'm seeing the story that we're doing. It's just not lining up with the way that you do. And I realized that. So then I started being more particular with my stuff. And I would, I called it, I started test working with people where we would just go and hang out and talk about the idea first. Yeah. We wouldn't even like try and work on anything. And I wouldn't ask many questions about it. First, it would just be like trying to hang out with them. Yeah. Like, how do I get along with you? Because we're going to spend time together on this project.
This is a passion project. And like, if I'm going to put my hours into this, I want to make sure that you're cool. It's like a vetting process. No, I get you. It's like almost like an interview.
Pretty much. I just don't like calling it an interview because
it's like
then interview seems very like so all right, what are you expecting to do out of this? We're fucking you know. But then you figure out and see
if you go good fit.
If you're cool with them, cool, and then if you actually see the project the same way. And if you don't align with the vision, do you like it better than the way you thought it was? Or are they willing to change some things to make it something that you're willing to be a part of? Right. Or you just say this isn't fit for me.
Yep. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to look at it and just be like, I can't be a part of this.
This one's not for me, man. Sorry. I'm going to need someone else. Same.
Yeah. With freelancing, it kind of sucks, but you know, like you do have that freedom of like, I can choose who I'm getting my money from. I don't need my money from you. Yeah. You know.
And I can tell you this, if you pick a job because of the money, you're not going to have fun doing the job.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
You're not going to enjoy it. It's going to suck.
No, I could guarantee you that you are correct.
I'm sure you've done it.
Oh, yeah.
We all have. Where we go, bills need to be paid, and they just called, I don't like doing this job. I don't want it, but I need to pay this bill. And then you do it, and the whole time, and I don't know if this is for you, but this has been for me. If I take a job and I'm not excited about it, I don't give it my best, which isn't fair not only to the person that's hired me, but to myself. Yeah. So I've tried to just like hype myself up in the past. Like, okay, you know what? This is what we're doing. This is the project. Maybe I'm not excited about it, but let me try and do it the best way that I can.
Right.
And I've found that in those situations, trying to put myself into that mindset, by the time I'm about a quarter of the way into the job, I'm starting to enjoy it because I've now forced myself to look at something that I didn't want to do in a new and unique way, which brings me back to the original reason that I got into it, right?
Exactly.
So
That's always a good revelation to come to when you're in the middle of work, because it's easy to just be like, it's easy to just look at your work as like, holy shit, I have to do this. But then it's just like, once you get into it, like you said, the mindset changes and it becomes, oh yeah, I get to do this.
yeah. You know, I came across a video the other day, and funny enough, it was also sent to me, but it's a guy that he starts his video with, I don't feel like talking to anybody today, but if I just stay in that mindset, I'm not going to talk to anyone today. And by the end of today, I'll go home and I will have said no words. So I just have to like start talking to people, and eventually it's going to change and it'll flow out. So he goes to the first person. He's like, hey man, good morning. I hope you have a good day. He's like, all right, that was a little rough. Let's just try and be better on the next one. And then he just like keeps doing that with this video. I'm like, makes a lot of sense. And that kind of goes with anything in life, right? Sometimes if you're learning a skill, we'll do that. If you're learning a skill, you're not going to be good off the bat.
Oh no.
You just keep trying. You get better at it.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. Because I remember so many times on my first shoots, I'll just be like, yeah, that's the shot. And I look back at the edit and I'm like, no, it's out of focus.
Bro.
Yeah, or like the lighting is like bad and I didn't shoot it in RAW, so I can't save it. I shot it in JPEG on accident with baked in colors.
Hell yeah.
That were like not even tuned to the right color temperature. You know, I'm just all the possible rookie mistakes. You know, like, oh, I deleted a clip that I needed.
You ever accidentally hit record twice so you miss a clip?
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite one too. That's like one of the easiest ones to do. Or how about this? Get this one. How about no memory card?
I've forgotten my memory cards and my batteries live in a pack together. I forgot the pack.
The whole pack. Damn.
And I got to the shoot early. I had Chick-fil-A. That was the first one. I was in the parking lot. I was fucking eating. My gear was set up, bro. It was all rigged up. I was ready, but I didn't care to turn the camera on because in my mind I was like, I got charged batteries. I charged them before I left for the day. I knew it. Right. And first person gets there, and I was like, yeah, I already scoped out the location. I don't fucking want to do this. They got there 30 minutes early, too. So I was like,
shit.
Cool. Yeah, they were like, how long you been here, bro? I was like, 2 hours, man. I fucking scoped out. I was like, I already know these shots. We're going to hit this. Like, I planned everything out because I was early. I had my Chick-fil-A out, so I was fucking big chilling, bro. And he was like, cool. He's like, you mind if I see what lighting looks like through your camera right now? And I was like, yeah, sure. Turn it on. He turns it on. And he goes, it's not working. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I just flick this knob and it turns on, right? And I was like, yeah, you just flick it and it should turn right on. He goes, yeah, it's not working. I was like, oh, let me see. Grab it. I was like, yeah, it's not working. And I opened the battery. No battery. And I was like, fuck. I looked at him and I went, I forgot my pack. He goes, what do you mean? I forgot my battery pack. He goes, do you have spares? And I said, yes, in my battery pack. like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, well, we have 30 minutes to shoot, so I'll be right back. It was 15 minutes to get there and 15 minutes to get back. Bruh, I was fucking late. Speed racer. I was not late. I was on time. I was fucking there. Perfect. We had planned to have 2 hours to shoot. We had 2 hours to shoot. I had already done all of my prep work, so I was like, cool, we're gonna go shoot over here. We're doing this. So that worked out, but yeah, that was
scary times.
Fucking hate when you do that.
Yeah, no, your heart just fucking drops when you're just like, oh fuck, because it's not so much about like, it's not so much that like you're mad about the item not being there. It's like I can't do what I came here to do. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's like I'm supposed to. I made a commitment.
Beyond that, I prepared everything, and it was all in front of me. And for some reason, I just didn't grab that one extra thing. And it was all there. It was all bag was there.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, I had a bag that went into a backpack, and that smaller bag was literally, it was the bag. Right behind it was the pack with batteries charging on top of it. Standing, you could see it straight down. For me, I'm just used to picking up my bag and going.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take into account that, like, oh yeah, I'm charging my batteries.
Damn.
So I was like, all right, bye.
Damn.
Dipped. Mm-hmm. So now what I do is I put it on top of the bag because I know I'm gonna grab the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just grab the bag and turn, shit's gonna fall. If shit falls, I turn. Then I remember.
You'll hear it. Yeah. So I get you.
Safeties,
Damn.
you know. Safeties.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that was my worst.
I've had issues like that too. Forgot my gimbal.
Sick.
Yeah. I had tripod, but like for like B-roll shots,
Not the
I
same.
had to throw on the post processing, and it's just like the stabilization after that, and you see it's like the all wobbly and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, this is supposed to be a corporate video. You know, a lot of my first earlier clients, they were like startups, a lot of corporate startups and shit like that. So like I would actually be talking to owners of the company, like straight up CEOs, or you know, like all the straight up, all the crazy titles and shit. And they were like, yo, we need this. We are working with one of our partners, and you know, sometimes I drop the ball, and it was just like that was really a lot of learning because you know when you're working at a regular job where you clock in, you have a training period of what is it, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. You have that trial period, that probation period, right?
Mm.
And then after that, that's when you're considered a full-fledged employee. For when you get this type of work, if it's not like once every, if you're not doing it like once a month, once every week or anything like that, you know, like you're not learning or you're not doing it as often as you should, in terms of like getting the hang of it.
There's less practice.
Oh yeah, a lot less practice. So it really is it's really up to the shooter. And so like I had to develop. It was kind of late for me, but I was like I had to develop better like habits in terms of like how I look at this. I'm not just a hobbyist shooter anymore. I'm a professional. You know, I'm an amateurish professional. Yeah, but but you know, I'm still trying to market myself. But it's nice to have good work that people can look at and be like, okay, I'll hire you. But it's nice to have that, but you have to be able to back it up. You have to be able to show up. You have to be cordial. You have to answer emails. You have to do all that stuff that you didn't think you knew how to do before.
Yeah.
But like now it's like become tedious, or it's become, you know, it's become like routine. Things that like, you know, saying like, oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna need to take a business call real quick. Like that's like for somebody who's always like working for somebody else, for somebody who's always like, hey, do this, hey, do that. Okay, yes, you got it, no problem. What else do you need? You know, like that's different for me because like now it's like I call the shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like fuck, it's on me. when it hits you, it's like, okay, I'm gonna either work to actually create this and make it an actual business, or I'm just going to let it fail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because whatever the statistic is, how many businesses fail, it's like, what is it, 70%?
Probably. I think it's like 70, 80.
Yeah.
Also, can you get closer to the mic?
Oh, my bad.
Or bring the mic closer to you.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I always tell people it's just a different, well, it's a different hell, really.
Mm-hmm.
My prosthetist put it a really good way once, because I asked him about the different types of sockets, and he goes, I can't tell you about that one because I've never known anybody that used it, but what I can tell you is that you're better in the hell that you know than the hell that you don't. I was like, oh, interesting. So,
It's a good way to put it.
as a business owner or freelancer, entrepreneur, whatever you want to title yourself, because they're all the fucking same.
Right. Especially in this, you know, in the earlier stages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100% everything is on you. Yes, you have the ability to create your own schedule, but also how well you're doing, how much money is coming into your pocket, and the growth of your business also depends on you.
Depends on you. Mm-hmm.
Now, on the flip side, you can work for somebody where they give you your schedule and you have to do what they say, but also when you clock out, you're fucking done. No more emails, no calls. It don't matter. It's not your problem anymore. You drop that shit.
Mm-hmm.
When it's your thing, there's no dropping nothing.
You are working 24/7.
100%.
You are working while you should be sleeping. You are sleeping. Never.
You're at dinner with friends and then you're just like, oh shit, you just had a revelation because in the back of your mind you're still working on a project. You're like, oh my god, I have to fucking make a note real quick. Hold on. All right, cool.
It's hard.
What were we talking about?
It's hard to stay present sometimes, you know, and I can't like.
It can be.
You know, I found myself like recently just like I can't hang out on Discord. I can't, you know, I can't kick it, you know, even with like family as much as I want to. Like, and it sucks because like I need to get it done. You know, no one's else gonna do it, and I've signed the papers saying I'm gonna do it. So
yeah, it needs to be done by this day.
Yeah, and so the juggling part, you know, we're still young, so like we could still juggle things, but at the same time, it's like life flies, life comes at you real fast. Like I said, we were talking about how crazy it was last time we saw each other, or like really
fucking high school,
10 years ago, really.
Yeah,
like really, like the only time last time we were like in the same social space was like 10 years ago. I was supposed to DJ the reunion.
Were you really?
Yeah.
So, okay. Glad you brought it up. What happened with that? I was far removed from... I heard a reunion and I was like, nope, thanks, bye.
So they were like, okay, we'll make a Facebook page. We'll make a Facebook event. We'll get a chat going. And people were saying, yeah, they announced the date and everything. They had a venue and everything. They had an Eventbrite. Everything was ready to go. Just buy tickets. Nobody bought tickets.
Damn.
Yeah. It was supposed to be, you know, the Firehouse Museum off of Bellflower and what is it? By the parking structure
for City Hall?
Yeah, right over like it's like that parking structure and like right in front of it's the event center. Used to be the old Firehouse back in the day.
Bristol Studios. That's what I knew it is.
Is it?
I think so.
It's like next to a
there's
park
the library.
And everything. Oh, right, like further back. So that's off that's off of Flower.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is off of
okay. I know the area, but I don't exactly know the Firehouse.
But yeah, it's like it was like a event center. I guess they have proms and shit over there and stuff like that.
That's cool.
They were gonna have like a taco buffet and everything.
Lit.
Yeah, no one showed up. So I was like, I had the playlist and everything. I was like talking to the people who were making it, and I was like, you know, I'm excited. I get fucking tacos. This is dope. You know, I get to DJ, play tacos, and you know, people get to come through and say what's up to each other, even though we already follow each other on social media and shit, and have since high school. So
yep.
You know, it's just a random hangout that we had to pay for. Maybe that's why they didn't want to do it.
Pay.
Yeah.
Should have just been like, we're going to pull up to a park.
No. Yeah, I think that's what they said after.
Everybody would have pulled up.
They said after, they're like, we could just go to Mayfair Park and, you know, just take a grill over there.
Yeah. I mean, there's already grills.
Yeah, just take one of those over by the benches, right?
Hot dogs. Yep.
Yeah, right next to the playground.
Hot dogs and just literally you could do it like fucking kindergarten PE. Show up with a bin with a whole bunch of different fucking balls, frisbees, and like fucking pool noodles and shit.
Fucking play day.
And everyone would have the greatest fucking time. Just hamburgers, hot dogs, plain, like fucking simple, and bags of chips.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess we're not the type to do that.
Y'all were missing a planner.
Yeah,
that's the problem. There was nobody to rally the troops.
Yeah, we had. I think there was one girl who actually worked as party planner, and she was the year after, 2015.
Oh,
and so she said she offered her services. I guess she offered help and everything, but I don't know what happened.
Maybe she was the one that set up the Eventbrite.
I think she might have been. Yeah, I think she might have helped out and everything like that. Setting it up
1 year ahead. You see the difference? You ask somebody in our year. What do you like? What do you think would have worked? Fucking park with hot dogs and a hamburger. A year after, Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Tech, bro. Tech. That was the problem. They asked younger for help. If anything, they should have asked the older folks. They would have been like, "Look, ours was dog shit. This is what you're gonna do."
We were still like before all the tech boom and everything. Before everyone had a fucking laptop at school.
Oh yeah.
Because they were installing the Wi-Fi at the school. That was like the first year. But
yeah, because some people were sneaking Wi-Fi codes.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. Did you have the code?
Yeah, I got it.
I had the code. I mean, every band kid had the fucking code, dude.
That's true because of Phillips.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Phillips. Love Phillips. Yeah, it was a good time. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But that's interesting. I heard a lot of hype about the reunion, and then it was just like poof.
It died. Yeah, no, like all the hype was like living. You know, I saw people like as early as January. They were like, "Yo, let's have this set up, and then we're gonna get this going, and then we're looking for July, maybe June. You know, and then they were like, "Okay, August. It's August. We have the day." and then here's the Eventbrite, and then
Nothing. Be like that sometimes. Bro, for me, hey, back to the short. That's what it was for my short. I was like, yeah, I even made a poster for the thing. I was like, written by Eric Daniel, fucking starring whatever, and like old school movies. And I posted it on my Instagram. I was like, it's coming out this day on YouTube, and fucking posted like 3 views, and it was like me and the people that watched it with me, and then like my mom and another friend, and then a random person, and then somebody commented. They were like, this is fucking dog shit. It seems like you suck at film school and you should choose something different for your life.
Damn.
And I was like, I mean,
nothing constructive?
not at all.
Damn.
They were like, quit. And I was like,
damn.
Well, you didn't make one.
Yeah. Where's your short film?
You didn't make one. Also, I didn't go to film school. So it's nice that you think I'm going, though. Thanks. Right. I appreciate that. So that was me. I didn't respond to it. I was just like, you got problems, but all right.
It's like, I'm going to lay away from that.
Yeah, I was like, I fucking
cool. Need to feed into that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, you know? You have a lot of hype for something. I mean, fuck. Even before the short, Mad Prince, shout out to Mad Prince. Hey. Started off as a brand.
Yeah.
You know, in my mind, and this is a little story for life for you, right? In my mind, I saw Supreme and Obey, and I had always loved apparel because my uncle is one of like the OG screen printers in Hollywood, and back in the day, I would always see the artwork that he was working on, and I started drawing. Like basically while he's working on his computer, I would like hang out and fucking draw. Yeah. This is when we're over at my grandma's house. So I started to make designs, and I'm like, can we put this on a shirt? And he was like, yeah, we'll fucking do it one day. Never got around to doing it. But that was like my first introduction to apparel. So then I saw Obey and Supreme, and then it was Keep Calm. What is something in Keep Calm?
Oh, the old World War II Keep Calm Carry On.
Some shit like that.
Right. That was like popping on Tumblr.
Yeah. So I saw that, and I was like, all right, I was like, I can make something that pops off.
Right.
And that was kind of, I guess, the initial start of inception of Mad Prince. But in the very beginning, I was designing predominantly to try and catch that little fucking golden nugget that everyone was gonna just rock for the next year or whatever, right? But nothing was hitting. And come to find out, reason being that nobody was liking it, I was trying to create something based off of what I thought people were going to like, instead of creating something that I liked and then finding the people that liked what I like.
Yep.
But in doing so, we figured out how to make really good quality stuff, and then we found out that which ultimately everybody is going for the monetary value of something, right? The biggest monetary gain wasn't in having a brand, though brands can be very successful and make way more money. Where we found it possible to start paying our bills with our investment was producing for other people that have already done the work of establishing a brand, because nobody just hops on a brand that pops up out of nowhere.
Right.
You hop on a brand because you know about them, or you know the story, or you fuck with the message, or you fuck with the person, like whatever it is, right? People have already done that legwork, and they need somebody to produce good quality. What we were hearing a lot is, I don't really like the design, but the quality is really good. I have this stuff that somebody else is making, but I don't like it. Can you do this? And we'd be like, yes. How much would you charge? And we go, we'll get back to you. And then we were like, fucking, how do we do this? What do we charge? And shout out to Alex. He's the numbers guy. He figured it all out.
Nice.
He's very business oriented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it works.
You need homies like that, honestly, just because, like,
fuck yeah.
The mentality is like, it's not always there, like for first timers. Like I said, like just like the straight up business mentality, or like that, just that alone already. So like when you have someone that's like, okay, let's dial this in, that's so valuable. extremely valuable. So, damn, yeah. And you've been at it for a minute, so.
Yeah.
So you started as a brand originally, and then.
Yeah, I started as a brand and found that, or I guess the message that I was trying to portray is don't chase where the money is, because you'll always be chasing the money.
Mm-hmm.
You have to follow what makes you happy, and you'll just find yourself where the money is.
Yeah, fulfill that, like those dream projects. You know, do the things that you think that you don't mind losing sleep over. Things that you like, 100%. Because when it comes to like the filmmaking and everything like that, it takes and takes. You know, editing, sitting in After Effects, sitting in Premiere,
Dude,
sitting in DaVinci.
The post-production. So, I was asked the other day. They're like, "What's your favorite part about shooting video?"
Mm-hmm.
Shooting the video.
Shooting.
I'm like, really? Why? And I'm like, because I get to capture all the moments. Like, I'm there with you guys. Enjoy everything. I can frame it properly.
The best.
They're like, you don't like the editing? Like, when you can, like, you get to see everything come together? I go, no, because I've already seen it come together in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Editing is where I got to do all the work of where I saw
shit.
it. It takes time. I sit there in front of the computer and just fucking, like...
Yeah, you know, I like the camera more than anything else. It's just...
Post-production.
You worry about everything else. You just tell me where to point.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. No, I feel that for sure. I feel that once I had like my very first shoot only assignment, when I heard about that, like I was texting my guy. I was like, so how long does the video gotta be? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, like do they want it vertical? Do they want it, you know, all that stuff? And he said like, don't worry about it. You just have to send your footage in. And I was just like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
It was exciting. That was my first time doing that. Last time only doing that for a little while, but you know.
SD cards turned in is great.
Whew, it's nice though. It's nice because you lose. It's not so much like you lose the creativity of it because you're being as creative as possible when you have the camera still.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you're still using your eye. You're still like trying to make that shot happen. But you know, it's up to them. Like, you know, that weight of your shoulder is off of your shoulders of like making it look the final product. Like that's gone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I do still feel like good when people want me to do the whole thing. I still feel like, you know, like you trust me with that? No, hell yeah, let's do it.
You picked me for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double-sided knife, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You want to be trusted that your eye is good enough and you've got the skill to do it. At the same time, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, because you still got to show up to work at the same day.
Yeah.
You still got to show up to work. But yeah, you know, like the same
Either
thing,
way,
you know.
It's cool. SD cards in is fun. I recently did funny enough, because we were talking about stickers.
Mm-hmm.
The sticker printer that we got, I shot a basically how-to tutorial for the software and the printer itself. But it was literally just shoot the video and then submit it to the company.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, because I also try and do very simple editing, also depending on what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I shot it as if I were to shoot if I were to go on YouTube and search a tutorial for this machine, how would I want to see the video?
Yeah.
So I did it exactly like that, and I submitted it, and I remember looking at Alex and I went, as long as they have somebody that knows half of what they're doing, they'll be able to put together a very good video.
Oh, yeah.
So super easy.
Ideally.
Yeah, ideally, right? And then there's plenty of stuff that you can chop up, but yeah, SD cards is nice. That's the takeaway there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pardon me, I'm just getting some water.
Yeah. Have you written recently or no?
Something I actually came up with when I first started working at the lab, because I work night shifts. So we have to do this thing where we're recording we're recording and live sharing our work, so that someone who's working in the quality control department, they can look at it and see, you know, like if you're making mistakes.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, so it's like Microsoft Teams and shit. Like it's a Microsoft Teams call, and like I'm screen sharing the entire time that I'm working. And so I was thinking about...
That's crazy. This is the literal FBI agent.
Yeah,
know?
essentially, right?
That's pretty crazy, dude.
And so I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, well, how can I, like, I was just driving home one time. I'm like, Imagine someone that has to do that. You know, there's someone's like they're working all night, but they're working in my conditions. They're working overnight. But let's go one deeper. Like, they're the only one working. What if there's someone who's like live chatting with them, telling them, "Hey, you need to turn your camera back on, or you need to turn your record back on." Like, you know, that there's someone who's taking account of what's going on, and neither of them can explain what they're seeing on the screen. Like, there's some like paranormal shit going on the screen. Because, like, you know, it's controlled, you know. You have a corporate Wi-Fi and all that. You can only go on certain websites. Why are you seeing this video? Why is this coming up? You know, why is that? Or maybe I was thinking, like, you know, they're watching, like, random gore video comes out of nowhere. And then they're like, why are you watching this? And it's like, it's not me. And they're like, what the fuck you mean? And then they're going back and forth. But then it just goes deeper and deeper and, like, more paranormal shit happens off.
That's true.
So I was, like, trying to think of, like, a real, like... Because I saw that, I was like... That's another way you can, like, intertwine reading and watching a movie at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you see the shit that's happening to the guy while he's doing the stuff, right? Like, you know, lights flicking off and all that. You know, that's regular camera work. But then you also see the typing and the messages, like, what the hell was that coming from? They're like, no way you saw that too. Like, just validating that there's some shit going on. That was, like, kind of the main idea that I was thinking of at first. But I don't know if you could make a short out of that. Maybe like a 10-minute like horror film, right?
5 to 10 easy.
5
to 10 easy. If you wanted to do absolute easiest way, hire an animator on Fiverr.
Yeah.
Super
for
easy.
like all the like typing and everything like that. Dude, you could probably because I've had work done for me on Fiverr before. Yeah, I did.
It's not bad, huh?
Yeah, you did a really good job, and like it kind of scares me as someone whose work relies on like contracted work and shit like that. But it's like, if you need me to film, then they can't go there and they can't do it. But like, of course, if it's like an only shoot at it, only shoot type of gig, that's really
they're editing all day.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's like one of the recent paranormal or like really like writing I have done recently. That and I wanted to make a period piece. Get this, like a 70s buddy cop type thing. Okay. But like make it rush hour in the 70s. Okay. You know what I mean? Make it a little bit more serious. Because it's the 70s and, like the communities didn't fuck with each other like they did in the 90s. And even in the 90s, they don't fuck with each other the way they do now. Yeah. So it was still a bit of more of a rift. So I feel like that would be real interesting. I always wanted to do like a period piece. I feel like that's going to take a lot of money. That's always one of those things that's like, I have to ship that off to get, or sell that idea off to like another studio, just because like personally, like I don't find myself as the business type unless I align myself with someone who's the business type who can make that movie with me. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way I feel like I could actually be attached to it. Find somebody that produces. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be dope.
I mean, I've often used, or often you hear, there's many ways to get to Rome, and Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, yeah. I got to thinking on that, and I came to Rome also wasn't built by one man. Oh, yeah. You need a team to succeed. So you excel in a certain area. You need somebody that excels in a different area. Unless for some reason you are the person that can just fucking do it all, then by all means do it all. But if not, and you happen to be the unfortunate one skill fucking person, which isn't unfortunate at all, be really good at one thing. Nothing's wrong with that. Or be fucking decent at a lot of things. Or be the best at doing fucking nothing, But like, you just pick something, then do it.
Yeah, at least you have your heart in it, right?
Yeah. Lost myself in that. You're good. Shit was funny. Just I don't know. Do your best. I forgot. Do your best.
Show up. Don't half-ass it. I was listening to. I listen to audiobooks. I don't really like reading too much, just because I have eye problems. Just I'm already editing and shooting all the time. So I listen to audiobooks, and I was listening to McConaughey's.
Nice.
McConaughey's book.
Green Lights.
Green Lights.
I've been wanting to get into it.
Great book. Great book. When he tells his dad that he's quitting whatever, I think it was pre-law or something like that, to do film. He was expecting like the biggest like, the hell's wrong with you and all this, and he just says, don't half-ass it. Like do it. Fucking do it. If that's what you want to do, fucking go for it. And I had a moment with that with my dad, recently. I was telling him, like, he's like, what are you going to school for? Like, what are you going back to school for anyways? You're done. Like, you did it. And I'm like, I want to do film. I want to make movies, you know, on the side. You know, whenever I have time, I want to create. You know, and he says like, you know what? That sounds awesome. Like, best of luck in your endeavors, you know. Like
That's cool.
In genuine way. And I didn't really expect that because, you know, growing up, like, as a Filipino kid, you're going to be a nurse. You're going to be, you know, you're going to have work in medical, and you're going to have, like, all this shit, you know.
Yeah, I call it the classic Asian path.
Yeah, no, that's, like, really it. They just want you to go to follow what everyone else is doing because it works.
Safe.
It's safe, yeah. It's safe,
Guaranteed a future. Not a happy one, but
it's
a
guaranteed
future for sure.
Yeah, no, and even my sister's even doing nursing too. So like,
there you go.
But she
Some
loves
people,
it. That's the thing.
Yep,
it has to be there.
Some people fucking like it. Man.
The passion has to be there, and and I hear I've had a lot of my friends be nurses before, and I've never heard from any of them, I fucking hate work. I've never heard any of them say like, I fucking hate work. That's like good. They have their problems with like, man, this patient, that's it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's never been like, I fuck this fuck ass job. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I gotta do this shit again. You know.
Yeah.
Like this bitch shat on me. You know. Like they don't have to work. I never hear that.
That's the worst fucking one. But yeah.
Yeah.
They like it. They like caring for people.
It has to be there.
But also, that's what they're good at. I knew it'd come back. They're really good at that. And then there's people that are really fucking good at cutting people open and taking things out. Yeah. And they're good at that.
That's what makes them happy, and that's what makes their life go around.
Exactly.
And, dude, more power to you. If if working the cookie cutter life that, you know, that you carved out or someone else carved out, if that's what you want and that's what you get, bro, more power to you. But for me, like, I don't feel like I'm the artist type, live in LA studio apartment, smoking a cigarette that I lit off my stove, you know, while I write and drink black coffee. That's not me. No, that's not me at all. I work, you know, I got to make my money and shit, but like I'm not the tortured artist type soul. Like, you know, I have things in my mind that I want to do that may seem like it. You know, I have some ideas that may come off to other people as pretentious.
You just don't have no childhood trauma, dude. That's it.
Like I have something, but like I don't think I could make it into like, you know, have you seen the film Didi recently? It's like to put it in the most short, oversimplified, not giving it enough justice way as possible. It's mid-90s for Asian kids.
Okay.
And mid-90s, have you seen that film?
No.
It's all good. It's not Seth Rogen. Jonah Hill directed that film. And it's about skater kids in the 90s and like trying to fit in, learning who you are as a kid. You know, when you're in a very, very malleable age, you're very impressionable at like, you know, 13 years old. And so essentially that's what's happening in this film, except you're Asian American. You don't adhere to like your stereotypes. You're not the grade A like 4.0 kid. You're this kid. He makes YouTube videos. He makes YouTube videos with his friends. He does dumbass shit. He goes viral and all that stuff. This is what he likes, you know. But he doesn't know how to fit in, how to be cool and everything. When the reality is, he just needs to be himself. Yeah, that type of beauty. Yeah, I love that type of film just because, like, when I was a kid, I'm not even gonna fucking front. Like, I was like that type of kid. I wanted to be cool. I didn't want, you know, I wanted to do things, you know, I'm not gonna even fucking lie about it, dude.
I think that's everybody. I think everybody wanted to be cool.
At least a little bit, like, you know, and I'm like, and if not, that's awesome. You know? True. Good for you. If you're already confident, like, dude, I want to be you. You know, especially around that time, I probably wanted to be just like you.
There was a dude that used to go to school in a full-ass suit and took a briefcase.
Dude,
don't know his name, but that's who I think of.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he was a DJ too.
What?
Yeah, he DJ'd.
That's wild.
He had like copyrights on his own music and everything.
That's fucking wild. That's what the briefcase was for.
Yeah, dude. For business shit.
Yeah,
for business.
For business shit, bro.
No, he was in business.
Fucking hilarious.
Senior year, you had copyrighted music, bro. Fuck yeah.
Way.
That's crazy, it, dude. Like, yeah, no, but as a gotta create.
Yeah,
you gotta create, and then the mental block of, will it be good? How do I do it? You know, it's one of the most daunting things to get past as a creative, is like to even get your idea off of the page and into a camera, even as a test shot.
Yeah,
even as a test shot. That's
right. Shout out to Casey Neistat.
Neistat, dude.
Done is better than perfect.
Yeah.
I took that to heart, because sometimes I would just be like, you know what? I'm done working on this project. I'm just going to put this away. I don't think I'm ever going to get it to a point where I'm happy.
Exactly.
So it'll just live on my hard drive. And I would like never put it out or do anything with it. And then, my bad.
Totally good.
then I heard Casey talk about that, and I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Let me just get it to a point where it's good enough.
To where you can live with it.
Yeah. And then I'll put it up and I'll get better from that instead of just keeping it tucked away and hidden.
Because at least you get to share your art.
Yeah.
You get to at least like share it, and like having it good enough is really, because being a perfectionist,
It don't help nothing.
it doesn't help anything. It holds you back, and you sometimes it's not good enough for you. And like if you don't know when to cut it off, if you don't know when to shut off that little voice that's saying, more,
Yep.
it's not going to be done, and you're not going to be happy with it.
Yep. So the funniest thing, and this is how, or this is a true sign of an artist. You'll show your work and everybody goes, wow, this is amazing. There's no negative notes or like, you could have done this different. Everyone is just praising, but you go, I could have done that different.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I dropped an album with my
lit.
friend Dewan back in
Dawn Hall?
20. Yeah, Dawn Hall. You
Shout out
remember?
to Dawn Hall. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember
shout out
Dawn Hall.
Despo.
We went to fucking elementary school together.
Elementary all the way to high school and everything. Yep.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. No. So we dropped the album back in like 2021, I think.
That's dope.
We were just trying to
Where
make.
can we find it?
Hmm?
Where is it? Where is it
Yeah,
right
you
now?
can find it on streaming platforms. You can find it on all streaming platforms. It's called Heaven on Earth. Yeah.
Sick.
HOE. Heaven on Earth. Yeah. And
pull it up real quick. Pull up on the Spotify.
yeah, dude.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, we have a song called Carter and Lee. That was our hit single after that one.
Sick.
Carter and Lee, because we loved Rush Hour. Me and Dewan quote that
Nice.
shit all the fucking time.
That's funny.
So yeah, we made that shit, and
That's
yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah, we dropped that, and I was just like, I was like, fuck, dude, that makes me a musician. Like, I played in bands.
Mhm.
I was in college bands. I played in,
No shit. That's cool.
I played after, like, and I was like, you know what, like,
Did you still do trumpet after?
Yeah, I actually did. I did 1 year at Cal State Long Beach doing. I was playing concert band over there,
Nice.
and then Long Beach City, I was playing in the big band over there, playing jazz.
Nice.
So yeah, no, I love that, dude. Like, oh, that shit was the best,
That's
because
cool.
we're taking trips. We're playing, playing like local venues and restaurants and shit, and it's just, oh man, like everyone is just so focused on playing good jazz.
Yeah.
So everyone's just like, everyone's locked, and I'm just like, damn, like it makes me want to work harder and harder. You don't have the fucking the whiplash teacher.
That's funny.
Shout out Patrick Shang, dude. Like, he was the dopest. Like, I seen him now. He's still playing jazz. He's fucking ripping the sax with a mohawk.
That's cool.
Badass motherfucker, dude.
That's
He's
cool.
dope. Yeah, but yeah, dude, playing in all these different like organizations and shit. I'm just like, I'm like, now I'm a musician because I'm putting it out.
Yeah.
Like, that's like what felt me at least feel like an artist.
Yeah.
So at least I haven't
That's
worked
funny.
on as much.
That's what
but
made you feel like an artist.
I actually feel
That's
like
fucking funny.
it. Yeah.
What was the song name?
Carter and Lee.
Do you only play trumpet?
I play a bit of. I've been playing guitar for a long time, but I
Nice.
also play a little bit of bass. I'm trying to learn that more. I want to be able to record all my shit at home. I usually just
Cool.
record. I just hop in Ableton, and I'm like, I want to be able to just
Nice.
go, here's my idea, here's what I'm
Yeah.
playing, add
Let's
some
go.
distortion, whatever, make it sound a little bit more tolerable. But I want to be able to at least do it.
So the advice that I could give on the music production side, if you absolutely want to use bass and guitar, then yes, learn them.
Mm-hmm.
If not, and you're okay using simulated sounds, just get yourself a MIDI control
The
and
synths are
figure out the
good.
keyboard.
Yeah.
The keyboard. Yeah.
The synths are pretty good. I've heard what's it called? There's this one, I forgot the name of the VST, but it's a metal guitar one.
Interesting.
And it sounds like someone's actually fucking chugging on a 7-string. Like, it's actually
That's
like,
cool.
It's dope. I think it's actually called 7-string. Yeah, 7-string VST or something like that. But like these dubstep guys, they use that for their shit. I love EDM. I love producing EDM. I'm not great at producing EDM, but like it's so much fun to just be
fun.
like, I'm making this loop and I'm like, oh shit, here's the
Yeah.
drop, and I put my speakers all the way loud and I pretend that I'm going, it's fun. Even
Yeah, I
just
do.
DJing in my room, dude, that's just fun.
Yeah. It's a grand time.
Dude, yeah.
I hook up my MIDI headphones and I just
Yup.
he has such a unique voice.
Mm-hmm. You can tell it's him.
Yeah.
You can tell it's him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's dope. And you produced this?
Yeah, I produced the track. One of our friends, shout out Eli, Saint Eli. He's the one that mixed it for us.
That's cool.
It was his first project ever like mixed before, and so like everything was like fresh for him. He was just going all in. He was like making 3 or 4 different versions of the song. It's like, actually no, the kicks hit harder on this one. Play this one, and he just deletes the track before I get to download it.
That's funny. That's super cool.
He was so passionate about it. So it's just like you can't even look at it and not enjoy it, because it's just like a lot of heart was put into the project. It was like our first project, dude. Like I'm not even gonna. I look back at it and I'm just like, I cringe a little, you know, because like I'm like, here I am trying to sing these like fucking pop lyrics and shit like that, and I'm just like, I still had fun though.
Yeah,
I still had a lot of fun doing that.
Well, let me ask, did you ever vlog?
Did I ever vlog? I am actually editing I'm editing vlogs all the way back from March, and I have a bunch of shit.
Recently, not prior to, or no, like when did you vlog relative to releasing that music?
I think I made one vlog, and it was called Sacred Hours Part 1, and it was the precursor to his EP that had a song called Zendaya on it, and it was the first song we made together. Okay, but that was like the only like real vlog I think I made around that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I would say
really
watch that, because that might be cringier than the music. The
nah,
reason I
dude.
say is because I watched vlogs. That was one of the first things, and I was like, this is horrible.
I'm like, what
Can't
am
believe I
fucking
fucking did this.
There's so many. Okay, so like I said, I'm editing these vlogs from March, right? Because everything before like last year that I was recording, I'm like, what the fuck am I saying, dude? Like, I'm just like complaining about like nothing, or I'm talking about nothing because I'm stoned or whatever, you know? Yeah. Sometimes like I was like, ooh, what was I going on about? And so I just said peace to those ones. I took the clips that I liked, things that I'm like, okay, these are good memories, I'll keep that. That's fine. Like everything else I'm fine with letting go of. I picked up this camera recently. It's like the Osmo. Have you heard of those? The Osmo 3? It's like a little stick with a gimbal on it. I use it for everything right now.
That's cool.
Even
you like
for
it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even for client stuff, I could use it.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's got good quality.
Oh yeah, because it's like a little bit higher than an iPhone quality, but like, not quite DSLR or mirrorless. It's good though. I like it, and like you could slap it on anything. You could take it anywhere. I take it to like events and shit because, it's like I'll just be like, it's a GoPro.
Super small. Yeah, they're not gonna take it away.
No, not at all. Even with the extended battery or the little tripod and shit, like
still not that big.
No, I got this new thing. It's coming in because Prime Day and shit like that. I got the fucking it's like a clip that you could put onto like a backpack.
Nice.
And then like you just have it. You could walk, take a check.
Like a body cam almost.
Yeah, like a body cam.
That's
almost.
cool.
And then you could also, it has a magnetic back, so you could just slap it on a rail and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'll fuck with it.
It's crazy. You can even use it to live stream. You can connect it to your phone, do all that shit. Like just go on Twitch from there and just be like, "Yo, I'm at Disneyland" or whatever. It's like, "Yo, I'm on shrooms in Vegas."
Wild.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitch, you stream.
Yes.
What do you do on stream?
Yeah. So
I tried to tap in twice, but I don't fucking look. I have a Twitch because I have friends on Twitch, so I support them. Mm-hmm. However, when I click on links on Instagram for Twitch, it just opens the web browser and it doesn't let you go straight to the app.
I feel you.
And
I feel you.
I've just backed out because I'm like, I'm done with this phone right now, and it goes in my pocket and I go away. So I haven't like actually tuned in. I've attempted.
It's all good.
But yeah, yes,
Bro,
I will.
That's literally our customers when they're like, I can't figure this out. It's too complicated. It's one step.
I know, like, it's one more step, but I'm like, I'm done. I shouldn't be on my phone right now anyways.
Here
like,
you go, do it for me.
Yeah.
So in order to connect to the internet, you need to log into your Wi-Fi.
Like, nah, I should just be connected, bro.
It's like, no, it has the password. No.
My favorite is when they go, can you make my my wireless printer work, please? And they're like, well, you need to connect it to your network. And they're like, no, it's wireless. We don't need to connect it to anything.
Damn.
All right. Understood. I see who we're working with.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, your stream. What do you do?
Yeah, so I normally I game and then I do music production every now and then.
Nice.
I was thinking about like games, usually Call of Duty, just like my normal thing. Recently I didn't play the last one on stream. I did stream a lot of the Black Ops Cold War.
Nice.
That was a lot. I don't really like what's it called, Warzone that much.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Modern Warfare. I was like,
Modern Warfare is cool. Modern Warfare 1 was dope. 2 was Not
2
exactly.
was my shit because that's when I started playing. So
Oh yeah,
I think 2 is cool. Everyone was like 1 is better, and I'm like, I can't say.
2
so,
is the shit. 2 is
yeah.
the shit. One's the one that got me. No, the first Modern Warfare is the one that got me into it back in the day. But then the remakes and everything like that, they're fun. But I'm just paying $70 for a subscription. It feels like because it's the same shit.
Yeah, the same thing.
Literally
And then,
the same game.
yeah. And at one point they started. Where I thought it was weird is like, all right, now you got superpowers. This ain't Modern Warfare no more. It's fucking. How can I choke you like fucking Darth Vader? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they got their own MCU now.
Yeah,
pretty much,
Call of Duty
dude.
MCU.
Yeah, there's so much lore, dude. It's crazy. The lore goes there's
So
lore for the
deep.
regular one. There's lore for Black Ops. There's lore for the zombies, dude. It's crazy.
Zombies was fucking lit too.
Zombies
So after Modern Warfare 2, zombies
All night.
And then after that, that's where I was like, all right, I can't anymore. Just literal all night. I would hop on like 8:00. And I would play till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Easily.
And then I'd go, fuck, I have to go to school.
Yep.
So I sleep my like 3 hours and wake up like 10 minutes before the bell rang and fucking get there,
Yep.
So-
I hear that fucking loud and clear, dude. That was me too. Me with Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, I'll stream that. I also stream every now and then. I'll just get just chill, smoke a little, drink a little, play some karaoke.
Nice.
I'll
And
pull
say
up,
what's
like,
up.
a
Just say what's up
YouTube
to the
and
chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you-
cool.
You are Filipino, I forgot.
Yeah, dog.
It's like-
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I was gonna
right.
ask you what type of Asian you were because I never
Filipino.
knew, but yeah, I figured it would come out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
fun.
That's where I fit into the stereotype, the singing and the
Yeah,
and a little bit
It's
of
part of the
dancing.
culture.
I don't think I'm a great dancer, but when I was in a fraternity, all the white kids were like, "Dude, he's fucking sick. Look at Happy Feet over here." They call me Happy Feet because I was always dancing and shit. Like whenever there's music going, I was the only one because they don't
They
got
had no
rhythm.
Yeah.
They're too scared, or maybe they do, but they're too scared to dance or whatever. At the end of the day, I just wanted people like just groove, man, and they called me Happy Feet.
that's funny.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm a good dancer like that.
Well, what I found through my Filipino friends
Yeah.
is that they all don't think they're talented because everyone in their family sings, dances, or does fucking something. So there's always somebody in your family that's better. But the thing is, the whole family is talented. So then you just sprinkle that amongst the normal populace.
Yeah.
So they're going to see you as talented. And then that's why you're going, I don't really dance that well or sing that well, dude. You should see my fucking cousin or my fucking whoever. And they're like, okay, well, like, yeah, they're good too. Like, that's the two,
Yeah, there we go. I get you.
So that's why you probably feel
Feel
like
that
you
way.
don't dance good. Yeah, because everybody else around you dances good.
Is karaoke popular in Mexico at all?
Um,
Because I'm curious. Do you know why karaoke is so popular in the Philippines?
I think it has to do with. But honestly, I don't know where it came from, which is weird because like karaoke is a Japanese thing, and we were we were covered by the Japanese for some time, right? So I'm like, why would they do that? Why are they doing like singing contests everywhere?
My friend in the Navy, he went, I think, last year or the year before. He's like everywhere.
They sing.
Like the bars,
Okay.
even like the restaurants. He's like, you go anywhere, they almost always have some sort of karaoke machine ready to go for people. And it's
Yeah.
just like, why?
Strip club has a karaoke machine going
It's
off.
wild.
Yeah. It's crazy shit.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like you pick this song, I'll dance for you.
Yeah.
While you sing.
You'll what I imagine when being a strip club for my first time, because I'd never been to a strip club before, but the first time I went was in the Philippines, right?
No
And so I was thinking there's gonna be
That's
like
a great place
music
to do it.
videos, right? No, it was cheap as shit too.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, there's gonna be music videos on the TVs, if at all, right?
Uh-huh.
No, they're playing fucking karaoke of like love songs from like the fucking
That's
80s.
fucking hilarious.
Or like EDM remixes of love songs from the 80s
That's
and shit
so
like
funny.
that. Yeah, so that was my first strip club experience.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, mine was pretty lit. It was pretty standard strip club. Yeah,
Was it out here or
Nah, Portland.
Portland? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
pretty
How was
cool.
the food?
The food was very good.
Yeah.
In the city, the food was very good because at first, I forget the little like area that we went to, but it was me and my brother. We got a cabin out in more of like a foresty area, maybe like 2.5 hours out from Portland.
Right.
We did 2 nights there, and then we came into the city, and in the city, the food was very good. Out there was almost like fucking nothing. There's legit, like, you're better off cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we just bought groceries, but that's kind of what we were planning for anyways, because
It's
cheaper, and we were also in a little cabin right next to a river, so we were just like hanging out
That's
fishing.
perfect.
Yeah, so just
a good
fucking
time.
light the grill and cook. But in Portland, the one meal that I remember was, oh no, there's two. We went to a rooftop restaurant, really good. I think I had fish there too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge like fish dish person.
No?
I enjoy salmon and I love sushi. But I don't, like, if I go to a restaurant, I won't seek out like a tilapia or a halibut plate or a fucking cod or something. Like, I enjoy beef
It's not your first.
primarily. Yeah. Fish is my first pick. Okay.
He said, I'll go for it. He said, that is a sick device. Sure, yeah.
So there was
Thank you.
the rooftop bar.
Thank you.
Oh, to finish that the preface of fish, I should say. Since I was in Portland, I told myself whatever the specialty meals are at restaurants that are like, this is what we're known for, or this is like our thing of the day, or fucking whatever, I'm gonna have that. Fuck the main fuck the main menu. I'm just doing specials.
Eat like a local.
Yeah. And they were all fish. My brother was like, you're not gonna like any of it. And I was like, it's not that I don't like fish, it's just that's not what I pick. And then oftentimes restaurants around here, unless you go to like a very good fish restaurant, like they specialize in fish, for the most part your fish is not going to be the greatest.
No.
Now I'll do a fish and chips because that's a little different. You just fry it, but I was like, we're at nice restaurants, the assumption is they should have good fish, and it's caught fucking that day.
Fairly recent,
supposedly, unless they're lying to me, because they very well could be.
Good bonus.
But,
Yeah, we picked it up this morning.
It's like this morning. Let's fucking
frozen.
start defrosting, bro.
Get it out.
It's like, finally we can get that shit out.
Thinking
Makes
about the
a
fish.
face.
Get the shit out.
Take one to the table over there so he sees it and make him think it's good. Fucking go. You ever done that shit, bro? You're about to order and you see something pass by you and you're like, that's fucking what I'm
That's
getting.
for me.
Yeah, you're like, that one right there.
Whenever
Like,
I see
whatever
a
the fuck
sizzling
that
plate,
is.
that usually.
Yo,
yeah,
that's just that.
If I didn't know the
Throw
restaurant
cheese
had
on
one
it,
before, I'll be like,
True.
I'm gonna get the fucking sizzling plate. Let's go for that one. Yep. With cheese,
Yeah,
exactly.
Throw cheese on that.
Let it
bitch.
sit too, so the cheese gets nice
It's
and
all
crispy.
melty.
Yeah,
I want it bubbling when it gets to me. Though. I want to see it
yeah.
fucking like.
it's a show.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an experience. It's like Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
It's the least I can do.
I'll pay the extra $10. It's fine. It's fine. Put on the
Shit.
fucking oven mitts. God damn it. It's not that hot.
What was your best like food experience in the past? Like, let's say, recent years, like the past 4 years or whatever. Your favorite like dining experience. Oh shit! Oh
Boy
no!
out here fucking just trying to survive.
That'll
silently
do
in the
it.
corner.
Yeah.
Best dining experience in the past 4 years. That's great. Oh, I know which one. It was my grandma's most recent birthday. I forget how old she turned, but she's old. Like if the wind blows hard enough, she might go along with it type of old. But she's great. I love her. But we went to, shout out to grandma. Part of the reason why we in the family had style. She's stylish and full of jewelry.
Let's go.
Like it makes sense, you know. So
Gotta follow.
yeah, gotta show out.
Can't make her look bad.
No, bro, you'd never I've never seen my grandma not put together. And like we spent the night. There was sleepovers, and I would wake up and she was already like all fucking nice and pretty.
Ready to
And
go.
yeah, like fucking. There was never any like sweatpants and a fucking t-shirt.
Damn.
Like grandma was like always in a dress and like looking nice.
Grandma's about that business.
Bro, low key. She looks like it. She looks like it. She got the okay. If you ever saw any of the covers or if you ever came across any of the old school like novelas where the old lady just has like the short hair that's kind of just combed back It's like poofy and combed back, but she's like a little kind of fucking evil. That's what my grandma looked like. That's what my grandma looks like legitimately that.
La Contravida.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we got teleseries too, so I know what you mean.
Hell yeah.
I hella know what you mean. And they're always like based off of Spanish ones.
Nice.
So like, yeah, I grew up with like, you know, a lot of ones that like Marimar, Betty La Fea.
No shit.
They had Filipino
That's
versions.
fucking funny.
Crazy, right?
Did they have Pedro el Escamoso? Something like that?
No, I don't think they did. They had this one called Esperanza. I forgot what else. A bunch of other ones though. Like
That's crazy.
yeah,
How fucking funny, dude.
yeah.
I forgot where I was going with that story anyways, too.
Oh, yeah,
But
the steak, right?
Cool. Steak.
Or was it
Steak,
like-
restaurant food. Grandma's birthday.
Grandma's birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yup.
it. Yeah. We went to a restaurant, and it was literally, it was buffet style, but it was all like authentic fucking Mexican food. We were there during the brunch, I guess. So instead of like ordering off of the menu, they just set up fucking giant trays of their main selling dishes. So I went 4 plates deep of it was literally just birria, rice and beans, fucking fresh tortillas. Bro, I was going ham,
Bro.
lemon, cilantro, onions.
First meal of the day and everything, or
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah! And
the
I didn't
shit right
drive, so
there.
I was smoking the whole way.
yeah.
I rolled up, I was like, I'm hungry, and then I had I was like, this is perfect because I can go one cocktail right now and be right in the sweet spot to fuck up some food. And that's indeed what I did. I got myself like a dragon fruit fucking passion margarita something. It was delicious.
I love
so
fruity
good.
drinks, bro. Like
Same.
love them.
Same. I got shat on all the fucking time. Like right when I turned 21 and I was going out with friends and I would go to like bachelor parties and they'd be like, "Yo, what should we get for mixer? What do you want?" And I'd be like, "Just fucking this is my easy Mai Tai because I fucking love Mai Tais. Orange juice, cranberry juice, and coconut Malibu. Delicious.
That
Fan
sounds
fucking
delicious.
tastic.
With
It's
the
great.
Malibu on the top. Oh my god.
Fucking great.
Dude,
So
that
I
sounds
said that.
great.
Yeah. So I said that. I was like, as long as you get me these 3 things, I'll be happy. Get whatever the fuck else you guys want. And they were like, faggot. Those are gay drinks. Fucking you
Haters.
suck. Little girly piece of shit. Fuck you.
Fucking
And I was like,
haters, dog.
I said, all right. I'm going to show y'all these texts after you try my drink and you drink all my shit. And that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Drank all your shit.
100% on like literally fucking night 1 because they were all like, yeah, fucking Kirkland vodka and Kirkland fucking rum because it's cheap as shit and like
Right.
hella beers.
Right.
And I was like, that's cool. Y'all enjoy that fucking garbage. I'm going to sip my juice. And they're like, fucking wuss. And they're like, oh, we got to pound these beers. I'm not even drunk yet, bro. And it's like, dude, the shots are fucking disgusting. It just numbs my mouth. And I'm like, I'm already fucking getting there, bro.
I'm in
I'm
there, yeah.
chilling.
I got my mixer.
Yeah. One of them, they walked. So like, what does yours taste? What does yours taste like? What does yours taste like?
That's how it starts.
Yeah. What does yours taste like?
Just one domino rest of it from there.
Like, it's pretty good. You want to try it? Yeah, let me see.
Tastes like gay is what you should have told him. Tastes like cock.
Keep it a secret. Gatekeep it.
Yeah. It tastes like fucking dick, bro. You want to try
don't
some?
want this shit.
Fucking, that's funny. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's good. Try it. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, yeah, this is. Can you make me one, bro? Yo, try this. This is good, bro. Like, all right. Now my shit's gone. That's cool.
My shit. My mixer's gone. Now I gotta go back to CVS.
I'm not still salty about it.
That's what it sounds like.
Bro, it's because I was giving so much shit. I was giving something.
And
I was
they
like,
took
you
it.
watch.
And they
And
finished
just
it.
to prove my point, I didn't start drinking my Mai Tais until I proved that I could drink with the boys. So I had my nasty vodka and
Oh,
rum
you already
shots, and
did
I was
it.
like, no face. And they're like, I need chaser.
You already were in the shit.
And I was like,
yeah.
gay. Chaser? Gay. You talking shit on me for drinking juice? Fuck you.
Can't have a
We're
mixer.
gonna do fucking beer bong, bro. Fucking beer bong. Fucking taking long to do the beer bong. And I'm like, move aside. You're a bitch. Put 2. Glug, 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 glug. That's how you fucking do it. And then I sit to the side. Y'all suck. I'm gonna go get my Mai Tai. That's basically what happened in my mind.
How it went down. Oh man, that sounds like a good mix though. Like what you said.
It was
that.
fun.
Have you
It was-
ever had
it was delicious.
I'm pretty sure you've had Jaeger, right?
Oh,
You know how to make it
That's
like
my shit, bro.
super like, because I had my Jaeger phase, right?
Okay.
But I wanted to make it taste a little bit more tolerable, right? I wanted to make it like, you know,
Okay.
because even it's got flavor already. It's already like it's chill.
strong. It's like licorice.
If you like the black licorice, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always think about it as like black licorice, but like the only times I've ever drank it is in like 20 to 30 degrees.
Oh yeah, when it's
I'm
like
literally
fucking
in the
frozen
snow.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best time to have
It's
it.
like syrupy and it tastes like fucking candy and it warms you up. It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But if you want to mix that, one ingredient. I'm telling you, one ingredient. Triple X vitamin water.
Which flavor?
Triple X. The
The
blueberry
acai
acai.
blueberry. Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's right.
Because it's
I
like
always forget that's the
it's
name of the
almost like
flavor.
a berry. Like it has like a already almost has like a berry taste to it. Like
I
very
think
rounded
it
out, right?
Comes from I think it might be elderberries.
Right,
or
because
some
they were
shit
trying
like
to come
that.
up with like cough syrup or some shit originally.
Yeah.
And they ended up making one of the best drinks ever.
You ever try what is it? Saint Germain's?
Saint Germain's?
Where is that fucking bottle?
Did you ever try that whiskey I brought? Or
one.
that scotch or whatever?
No. You like whiskey?
Whiskey? Yeah.
Well, let's try it.
Shit.
It's in the freezer actually.
Oh shit.
I forgot about it.
I remember
yeah.
you left it in your bag. I just thought about it because you guys are talking about alcohol.
There's this. This is a rye whiskey. That's
a
just
rye?
what's left of the first bottle that was bought for the studio. That's this one. It's a dark rye.
Right.
Whiskey is usually a very manly drink, generally, but this is probably the gayest whiskey you're ever gonna encounter.
whiskey.
Yeah, and you'll see why.
Trader Joe's.
There you go.
Oh, I see. It looks like a wine bottle.
Whiskeys.
Looks like a wine bottle.
It does.
Have you guys ever had Emperador? It's like I think it's a, it's a brandy. It's a Spanish brandy. It's really popular in the Philippines because they have a light version. So regular Emperador is like 40%. The light's like 22 or some shit like that. And so motherfuckers will just like get like sugary like Lipton tea, like sweetened Lipton tea, like because they have that shit on tap in the Philippines. You can get like
Lipton
a fucking
tea?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they love sweet tea. So what you can get that, and then you just fucking mix it with it, or just chase it or whatever. It's insane. Emperador Light. If you guys ever go to the Philippines, man, it's my shit. My parents want me to move back. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Did you used to
Jägermeister
live
has
in the Philippines?
56 herbs and spices.
56
Damn.
herbs and spice in this?
No, in Jägermeister. I was
in
just
Jaeger.
looking. Yeah.
Damn,
Well, this is
that's a concoction.
this is a blended Scotch whiskey from Trader Joe's. It
Damn,
Shout out to my pops.
that smells like the shit I would steal from my dad.
yeah.
Dead ass. He even knew too. I think it was like maybe like 3 or 4 years later. He's like, I used to have this one. Nico fucking drank it all. Like, oh shit. My bad.
I never drank or smoked when I was prior to turning 17 because I thought of myself as a professional athlete and it would stunt anything I was doing. So I was like, that's
fair.
horrible.
That's fair, because you were doing soccer with it? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
thought
became
you
a
had
horrible degenerate. It's like, this is who I really am.
Age
Ha!
and time.
Yeah. Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Thanks for
brother.
coming.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you for supplying. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
May I have another coaster? Yeah. Thank you, sir.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's all right.
Oh wow, that yeah.
Lacks flavor a little bit, but it's very smooth.
Not gay at all.
Not gay at all.
Not
no.
gay at all.
No. It does taste indeed like alcohol.
No, it tastes like something that like. Yeah, no, it definitely tastes like something I would have stolen from my dad's cabinet.
Yeah, it's
Right
like a classic whiskey. It's good.
It's good. Trader Joe's?
Not bad at all.
Damn.
Yeah, no, right?
That's pretty sick.
There's a tequila that I really like. Two of them actually. Shout out to Panchito's Tequila. And then there's one called El Gran Malo. That one is a tamarindo tequila.
Tamarindo.
Yeah.
So it's sour too?
Like spicy sour, yeah.
Spicy sour.
Yeah, literally you put it in the freezer and it tastes exactly like the candy.
Tamarindo's crazy, dude.
Bro,
Oh, I can only imagine how it goes into a fucking whiskey, you said?
Tequila.
Tequila. Oh, fuck. That sounds crazy.
It's dank. My plan is to get some for the studio. As just I've been
Goal is
trying
a sponsorship.
well, yes, the goal is a
Fuck
sponsorship, but I've also been trying not to make this too much of an what's the word? An enabling space.
Yeah.
You know? Like if I just have bottles here,
Moderation. No, I got you.
yeah, it's really easy to just be like, fuck it, let's go. Because I also very much am that type of person. So, you know, little
You don't think it would
modesty.
like? You don't think it would like have like a little bit of like not a boost per se, but like it would have like a somewhat possibly have a positive effect on the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Because right now I could see myself like just heavily drinking because I like to.
'Cause it's fun.
more so,
Yeah.
well, fun, but more so stress from work. So like I know, and with alcohol, that's not one that I can still operate properly if I go too far. With weed, I can.
Weed is easier to gauge or like easier to control.
Yeah, even if I did go too far, like I can still function. It's a lot harder to go too far with weed for me, and I attest that to the amount of opioids that I've done, but to regulate pain.
Right.
It wasn't out of choice. Which, since I'm on the topic, as soon as I tried morphine and Dilaudid, Oxycontin, and fucking Narcos, I was like, this makes a lot of sense as to why people would just stop giving a fuck about life.
Instantly, huh? You
You don't worry about shit. It's just everything is gone. You're just like
you're there.
chilling.
Damn. I can
It's
imagine that's
literally
like what
chilling.
I can only imagine like the hardest like indica. That's like because I haven't done pills like that. Or like recreationally, or
Okay,
in your
yeah.
case medically, of course. But you know,
Think of the hardest fucking indica hit you've had, but get rid of any fucking thoughts. Get rid of any
'Cause
thoughts. You're just like,
because normally I'd just be
There.
in my head, locked, you know, in my head. But then like you said, there's no thoughts. What you're
no thoughts.
just there.
If you
That's
put
kinda
something,
scary.
yeah, like you could put something on TV and you're just like, cool.
That's
Or
kinda
somebody
scary.
can be talking to you and you're like, all right,
You're just not there.
that's fine. Yeah.
It's like somebody driving, being distracted. Like the vehicle is going,
Disassociative.
but
Yeah.
you're not always conscious while you're awake. Like you're just sort of like passing in and out almost. It's weird.
Yeah, that's like that autopilot essentially, huh? Yeah, I just got on autopilot. Pardon me.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, it's a trip for me. When I first got the medication, no, when I first started taking those drugs, I did test it. So first, everything was administered by nurses, and then they gave me a button that I could push, and I was like, all right, let's see how much is the line. So I could hit it every 10 minutes. So I hit the first one, boom. I was like, all right, cool, that's nice. I hit 2, I was like, woo, all right, that's fun. I hit 3, and I turned my head, and I felt everything just... Did you ever see one of those picture frames where there's like a little boat on blue fluid, and you'd flip it upside down, and the boat tries to like stay upright?
And it'll just
Yeah. All the little
bubbles and
fucking...
shit.
Yeah, because different viscosities and shit.
all the oil and yeah.
Yeah. My head would basically turn into that boat. I would feel like I'm fucking flying everywhere
Jesus.
in the room, even though I just did that.
That sounds like salvia.
Wild. Okay.
That sounds like salvia. I haven't
We'll
gone
get there.
I haven't actually gotten there, but
Interesting.
yeah, salvia.
Yeah. I did 3, I did that, and I was like, it was, you know, when you ever been so drunk to where you pick up your hand and you can only hold it up for a couple of minutes and then it just like comes right back down?
Yeah.
It was basically that. So I was like, all right,
No
3.
control.
I was like, that's it. If I really need to go to sleep, 3.
3.
So, but during the day, it would be like 1, so I could just maintain and keep paying attention. Because like people were coming in, and they're like, "Yeah, we got to cut this off, or we're doing this. This is what we're gonna be doing next to you." Okay, kind of want to understand what's happening,
Right.
so I don't want to just
Be high.
check away.
Yeah.
Basically like what I said earlier. I wanted to just experience what was happening and deal with it as it was in the moment. Yeah,
I feel you, man.
drugs are cool.
Drugs are cool. Controlled drugs are cool.
Controlled drugs are cool. But yeah, tequila. So the end goal plan is like to legit have a little mini bar. You know, just a couple of different spirits. 'Cause
Right.
I'm a fan of spirits. You know.
Yeah, can't blame you.
Yeah.
Can't blame you.
Big fan. What's your favorite?
Recently, I've been drinking more tequila than anything. I was a really big whiskey kick back in COVID time. I was drinking a lot of Proper 12, Kilburn. Mostly
Proper
those
12
two.
is good.
Proper 12 was good, but I feel like it was just a little too sugary for my preferences. It's good though.
Yeah.
Like if someone, I think I had a Proper 12 shot recently at like some bar for like cheap, and I was just like, dude, I don't remember it being this good. But it's good, yeah.
If you like a sweet whiskey, there is Knot Creek.
Knot Creek,
That's
yeah.
fire. It's a maple whiskey.
Maple whiskey. I haven't tried that one yet.
Super good.
I was told to try Screwball, the peanut butter one.
Yes.
I was
Sponsored
like,
Kill Tony.
I know, right? That'd be crazy. Holy shit,
I
I've
have
seen that
fucking
shit.
Buffalo Trace. Sponsor
Yeah?
of Joe Rogan. Yeah. Tried it because I was like, I hear this shit a lot. Let me try it. Good. It's a good whiskey.
This is good whiskey, yeah. First time I tried it, I was like, I didn't really know what to expect. I was, but when I got it, I was just like, oh my god, this is like a Reese's almost, like the peanut, like
That's
the
crazy.
really rounded like peanut butter flavor, really like salty,
I would want to put that into milkshake.
dude.
That would probably be really good.
Oh
Some
my
frozen
goodness,
bananas, milk,
Oh yeah,
screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Fuck
That'd
me
probably
up.
be fire.
put some fucking chocolate fudge on top.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's what I'm saying, dog.
Love it.
Yeah, working culinary and shit, dude. Like I
Did
get
you?
these. Yeah, I've
What the fuck? How many jobs have you done? What the fuck?
bro,
Hold on.
like I get like mad like I get like mad self conscious when I revise my my resumes and shit because I'm just like, fuck, what do I put?
You've been fucking everywhere.
Where do I put? Yeah, they're like, I'm like, dude, okay, this will help, this will help, this will help, and then this and that, But
That's
yeah,
funny.
I've been everywhere. I did catering. I worked the line. I worked grill, short order. I was a
Damn.
grill lead at one point. That was fun, but yeah, cooking. I mostly did a lot of cooking at Disneyland backstage. I was cooking
Nice.
for the cast members.
That's so funny. The Disney terms are so funny.
Yeah, dude, it's funny as fuck,
Cooking
dude.
backstage.
Cooking
That's fucking
backstage,
hilarious.
legit at the in between. Yeah, so there's this place over there. It's literally in between,
between.
Space Mountain and Thunder Mountain or whatever, or the Matterhorn.
Mhm.
And so that's a cafe or a cafeteria. Everyone will go there. The best shit ever though, for anybody who doesn't know, there's this fucking there's this grilled cheese sandwich. The most basic thing ever. It was a combination that Walt made himself. Grilled cheese, fries, and it's the cheapest thing on the fucking menu. Every day, a lot of people get the same thing. White bread, American cheese, you could do everything. Sourdough with pepper jack, all that shit. Add bacon, freak it up with
Flames.
avocado.
Flames.
Insane.
Grilled cheese is the first thing I learned to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh yeah.
Fire.
It honestly it soothes a part of the soul.
It really does.
It does. No, and
it's
even
different.
Even with the fucking Kraft American, dude,
Bro.
it's a certain.
That's the OG childhood. That's
It's a
why.
feeling,
That's
right?
nostalgia.
It's a place. It's a
You're
time and a
tasting
place.
the nostalgia, yeah.
It's not just a sandwich.
Nah. It's not.
No, it's a vibe for real, and that's what a lot of people did all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the most popular order. That and like fucking chicken strips and a wrap.
Makes sense. Chicken strips. That's probably like the next cheapest thing, huh?
You get burgers, all that stuff, sandwiches and shit. I even worked the Subway counter over in the same cafeteria.
Sick.
So,
okay.
dude, yeah, I did all that shit. But then, I did a lot of other cooking, Worked for a catering company. There's this place. I don't know if you fuck with pizza. I mean, everyone
I love
eats pizza,
pizza.
but like you fuck with pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an artisanal pizza place in Long Beach now. I used to work for the guy when he was
Hold on, what's
he was
the name
slanging
of the place?
pizzas. It's called Speak Cheesy.
Oh
you heard of
shit.
them?
Okay, I have heard of it.
Have you had them yet?
No.
It's fire.
If I did, I don't remember. I haven't gone though, like personally.
I'm gonna be real. It's a little pricey, but it's artisanal, and like he came up with this shit, like some real shit.
I remember who told me about it. I have a buddy that was here for a convention. He was like,
shit.
"We fuck with pizza. We tried this place." He literally said word for word. It was like, it's a little pricey, but it's so good.
Sourdough
Speak
crust,
cheesy.
man.
I didn't try it. Yes,
Sourdough crust.
That's it's so funny. Shout out to my buddy John from
Yeah.
Jab Embroidery in Texas.
Fuck yeah!
Hey.
Shout out Chef Jason at Speak Cheesy,
Hey,
dog. He was the homie.
that's what's up.
He was
funny.
slanging pizzas during COVID. You know when you weren't supposed to be doing pizza like parties and
Yeah.
shit. He was catering these parties in
Hell yeah.
Hollywood and shit, going to like
Fucking let's
celebrity
go.
birthday parties and
As
shit.
he should.
Yep, and he was doing private shit, dude. He was going in. He was like, one day I'm gonna make a brick and mortar, and I was just like, you fucking do that. It wasn't working for me just because like it wasn't matching with what I needed at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I left in the company, and then before you know it, he's got his own spot in Long Beach, and
That's cool.
I think he got rated by like, I forgot what company like or what news station or whatever, but they rated him as the #1 pizza in the country.
Sick.
In the country, bro.
Sick.
Wild, right?
Yeah, I'll have to try them because I have my go-to pizza spot because it's down the street from my shop and it's fucking dank too.
Can only imagine.
New York, bro.
Out
The
in
guy's
Bixby?
from New York. Yep, in Bixby, it's Thunderbolt Pizza
Yeah.
right on Atlantic and Carson.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah.
The owner's name is Jay. He's a fucking awesome dude, and he's been making pizza. I think he said it was like 15 years or something.
15 years of
Just
pizza,
wild.
dude.
Yeah, and he loves it.
Yeah. I haven't even
Great
been playing
pizza.
guitar for 15 years, bro, I think. Shit.
The Washington Post, the best pizza in America.
Washington
Hey.
Post.
That's a good one.
Wild.
Yeah. I was on the 15 years of doing things. I think the only thing that let's see, hold on. 15, 12. Yep. The only thing that I could say that I've done for 15 years was play soccer.
Yeah?
I did that I started when I was Oh wait, no, I did math wrong. It's not my subject. Hold on a second. I should have done math properly. I started playing soccer when I was like 6. Oh no.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I did math wrong twice. Yeah, minus, 28.
Oh, shit.
There
No,
you go.
never mind. I
23
lied.
years.
I started guitar at 9. I'm 28. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, hold
Math
on.
is hard, bro.
Wait. I forgot variables. Wait, hold on. I actually stopped playing when I was like 26-ish.
Oh, you stopped. Yeah.
26, 25. Yeah, because I was doing indoor and I was playing on a team with my friends, but I had gotten brought in because they were brought in by some of their friends.
Right.
But they needed a goalie. So then I was kind of like the second reach out from that extension. So they'd basically what happened was there was politics now involved in this team.
Yikes.
And one of the players that was causing most of the problems on the field would not get off of the field to let somebody else on. He would just continue being a hothead and just cause more problems.
The worst.
Yeah. And he didn't want to change his play style or his mentality. And I didn't want to continue playing with him. And my friends wanted to keep playing. And that team was already established and it was easy to stay in the league. So they stayed and played. So that's why I stopped playing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But that was around like 25, 26. Mm-hmm. So 19 years I played soccer. There we go. We mathed it properly. We got there.
We got to.
See?
Yep. The journey's all that mattered.
It's true. That actually is very fucking true because you're always there. Did you ever watch The Office?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Nard Dog. What is it? I wish there was a way that you could tell that you're in the good old days before they're the good old days. Well, the answer to that is you're always in the good old days because today is always going to be tomorrow.
Fuck, man. I love how that show was able to capture like the parts where like the most humanizing parts. You know?
It's wild to think that they wrote that. Like it was written out and planned.
Mm-hmm.
Back to story, right?
Yeah. It's crazy shit, man. God damn.
What's been your favorite story that you've came across recently? Whether it's movie, literature, audio. I know mine right off the bat. This is a movie for sure.
I gotta say that like, it's a film for sure too.
Okay.
It's for I don't know if it's recency bias or the fact that the lead and all the main cast are Asian American or Asian, you know, but like everything everywhere all at once. That's my shit.
Oh, I heard that was actually very good.
I've seen that film, like I've shown it to so many people. I've watched it like the entire way through every time. I've seen it like at least 6-7 times. Great film, and it still rings true. You know, like the journey and the mundanity of being a just being in the United States, just living, just taxes, life, all that shit, and wanting to be somewhere else mentally. Mentally you have all these dreams and aspirations that you didn't get to fulfill in your life because you hit a certain point. At least for the main character, she's like middle aged at that point, practically, or at least like in her late 50s or whatever. But like, she wants all these different dreams, and she's able to see that like in all these different places and all these different times across the multiverse or whatever, she was able to do those. She was able to live amazing lives and not just this boring life where she's yelled at by her father constantly for being a failure or like a bad mother or like any of that shit, right? Mm-hmm. So that part, like, just seeing that life, just seeing an Asian American life like on the screen, that's great enough. But the fact that they did it on a cracked version of Premiere, the fact that they, run and gun a bunch of other shit, and the fact that like one of the best like special effects video like clips and scenes from that film was shot on an Osmo, one of those little pocket cameras. Like, dude,
that's fucking cool.
There's so many amazing things that went into creation of that film that like that really caught my attention about it. And I just look at it, I'm just like, these are some guys that were just really set on creating something really fucking dope, and they didn't stop. So yeah.
Oop. That's cool. That's really deep. Mine is very surface level and visuals. I was fucking Deadpool 3, bro.
Dude, it's fun.
It's great. I saw it twice.
Fuck yeah. Dude, that's such a good film.
It's
so
it was
funny.
Really great. There was nothing where I was like, that didn't make sense. But what about this? Like, why was that scene there? And like it's a, what is that, a threequel, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it's the third part of a story where genuinely anybody could come in, not have any context of the previous two, mm-hmm. and enjoy the film.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly, no fucking questions.
Yes. That's
exactly
great. It. Because it's just a fun time. I can't remember any part of the film where I'm just like, this movie sucks, or at all. Yeah. Or like, I never at one point doubted enjoying the film.
And questioned it. You weren't like,
I was there.
That shot's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
I was just taking it all in. There was no point in dissecting it. I knew what it was.
As soon as I start dissecting a movie, that's when I know I'm like, okay, this movie it lost my interest.
No.
I'm like, that was they had a problem, they had a hole there. Something was wrong with this film because I snapped out of your world. The trance is gone now.
Yeah, the illusion's gone, and now
yes.
I'm trying to dissect it, and now I'm breaking it down and seeing where you failed in telling
yes.
the story.
Yes.
Have you seen? I love watching those like blockbuster like shallow films though. Like I watched Twisters recently, and I thought that was one of the most fun films of the summer. Like just overall, just like a fucking good time. Like I thought it was cringy at points too, and I'm like, dude, what is this fucking movie? And then I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can sit behind this.
Was it a remake?
It was like.
Or is it like a following? This is years past.
Like a spiritual sequel, because they talk about it. They talk about what happened before. Have you seen the original Twister?
I saw it with my parents. Remember it vaguely. What I do remember is by the end, the whole house gets ripped off, and they were in the fucking bathtub.
Yeah, that's just crazy, dude. That film is because me and my girlfriend had just seen the film, maybe about like a week or two beforehand, the first Twister, and she was so like, she loved the first movie, and she was like so like in love with the Helen Hunt's character.
Okay.
And she was like, let's fucking do it. Yeah, let's watch the next one. And we watched it, and she was like, it was cool. Yeah. It was cringy, the part where Glenn Powell is like he's like a influencer. Okay. And he's like a tornado chasing influencer.
That's fucking funny, dude.
They have like merch, they live stream, and they have fans that go out with them.
Funny.
Dude, it's like all modernized and shit.
That's hilarious.
But it's it's an endearing film because it's a what am I saying? It's a Spielberg film. Like he still produced it, what's it called? And not Amblin. Amblin Picture. So it's his production company.
Got it.
So it's still gonna have that heart to it. It's still gonna have that like. Have you ever watched any of the non-Spielberg directed Spielberg movies, like Super 8 or anything like that?
Yeah, I remember Super 8.
I watched Super 8. Movie. I remember it faintly. I just know I was very intrigued, and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" I'm pretty sure it was about aliens, right?
Aliens.
But it was.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first handheld, like shot movies that I had seen because it was, well. It wasn't the first one made, but it was very Blair Witch style.
There were parts in it, yeah, that
Yeah.
were because they
That's
were
what I
filming a
remember.
movie.
Yes.
There were kids that were filming a movie
Yes.
on a Super 8 camera.
And then fucking aliens come or some weird
Aliens.
shit like that.
Yeah, but it still had the heart of like a Spielberg movie, like E.T.,
I didn't know that was Spielberg.
Jurassic Park. Those movies like made me want to watch. They made me want to make movies because I grew up with those ones.
Yeah.
Like and that was like way past, like way before my time too. E.T. was like 85 or some shit like that, and then or back in the 80s, and then what's it called? Jurassic Park was 90 something, 93 or 94, right? So I'm like, I'm way too young to know these movies, right? But watching them later on, I'm just like, holy shit, The Goonies, dude, blew my mind as a kid.
Guys. That's just funny.
It was-
I saw a lot of these movies as an older teen or like young 20s.
Really? Oh, okay. So that's a good time to actually watch them too, because
Yeah.
they're just like, they're all coming of age films, right? So it's just like, that's a good time to watch it. That's a bad time to watch
Made a lot of
something like
sense.
Fight Club or
Yeah.
or
I
like
remember-
Reservoir Dogs.
Bro, I watched that is when I watched that's also when I watched Pulp Fiction.
No, that was what's another one on the
It's
list.
also when I watched Django. It's also when I watched Hateful Eight. I went like through all of the
The
Tarantinos.
Tarantino phase, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, how did you think about Once Upon a Time? How did you like about that one?
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I felt like, which is really interesting, the movie went by really quick, even though it's really
It's a
fucking
long
long.
movie, yeah.
And it seemed relatively anticlimactic to me.
I hear you. I hear you.
But it was a great movie. It had a great story, and there was a climax. It's just not what we're used to or what we expected after his last, 2 films were fucking super.
Grandiose and like
Thank you.
full of fucking
Yes.
full of gore porn,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, his first 2 were the 2 prior were Hateful Eight and Django.
And those were really heavy fucking films.
Hell yeah,
Really, like the source material. I mean, yeah,
bro. Well,
Holy shit.
first Django's talking about slavery and the pinnacle of slavery,
Right.
and then Hateful Eight, I think, is a couple of years after, but not much has changed, and it's just strangers that are crossing paths.
And they all happen to have connections to each other.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That film, like watching have you seen the director's cut? I think they had it on Netflix.
Yes.
Crazy, right?
He called it the Road Show or
Yeah.
some shit like that. It's 4 episodes.
Watching it in that format, I think that was actually more beneficial than just like slapping in the movie.
100%.
Because but then again, I don't think I could say that because I haven't seen the original movie like straight through like that.
I saw, so when it was on Netflix, I saw it had the director's edition, director's cut, whatever the fuck it was titled. It had all 4 episodes, and then it was just the movie, and it was like 2 hours. And I went, I'm going to take the 4 hours. It's COVID. There's nothing to do.
Great film. Oh my god.
Bro. So I got to episode 4, and then I think I went to sleep. I woke up, and then I straight just put the theatrical version. So much context
Yeah.
missing.
Really?
Well, I mean, you're looking at a 4-hour display.
Cut in half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
literally
it
cut
makes,
in half.
it makes sense that a lot of context is missing. It's kind of like taking the book
Damn.
and then
Chopping.
seeing the movie, you know. But see, here I am. I'm a reader. I've never read any of the books that have turned to films because every time somebody's like, "Oh my god, this is such a great book. They made a movie out of it." I go, don't gotta read the fucking book now."
I read the book. Or no, like I read the movie already, or I watched the movie already. In my
Yeah,
head.
watch the movie. No,
I
there's
read
no
it all.
fucking-
Sometimes I don't feel like watching the movie if it's based off a book that I read. You know. I get like.
See, I don't read because if you tell me there's a fucking movie on
Just
the
watch
book, I'm just gonna go watch the movie because I'm not a reader.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I used to read a lot. I started getting back into it, but then, like I said, editing and all this shit, my eyes and shit, you know, audiobooks.
yeah,
But even then, like, even if I'm listening to like a nonfiction or something like that,
just get lost.
yeah.
Just ends up becoming words.
Sometimes, yeah.
Are you trying to do something else while you're listening?
That tends to be the case. Like
Well, that's what it is. You're
sometimes
not
I'm
consciously
exercising,
listening.
or I'm driving or something like that. Not entirely. I'm not actively listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's very difficult because to actively listen. You just have to sit there and intently process all the words that are happening.
But if it's a movie, I'm there and I'm looking at every piece. Yeah,
You're being
it's
stimulated
visual.
2 ways.
Yeah,
Two ways.
you do
visual
get,
and audibly.
Well, especially nowadays, like a lot of people are working really hard on their sound design. Real hard on their sound design. So
I like watching all the Foley videos.
yeah,
That shit's dope.
That shit's crazy. I was watching what was it recently? Fucking The Mandalorian. And and I heard like the ship going by, and I'm like, that's a splice sound. That's like a fucking, that's like a double.
You're like, I fucking know what that is.
It's like a dubstep sample. I could buy that one for 1 credit right now.
That's fucking funny, dude.
I'll hear
That's
that.
the bass drop.
That's
much. Fucking funny.
Pretty much. It's a good horror film that you've seen recently. Do you watch any horror films? Because I know you said that you don't like being scared like that, but
I will. My little sister's a big fan of horror films,
yeah.
So I'll go to the movie theaters with her. The problem is I don't watch or consume a lot of stuff in general, predominantly because I work most of the time.
Right, or you're creating.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess it work in the whole sense, yeah. Because if I'm not actually in the act of work, then I'm at home editing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about horror films that I've seen recently. The one thing that I have been watching recently is there's a show on Netflix. If I'm not mistaken, there's 4 seasons, but on Netflix there's only 2. It's called Evil.
Evil.
Yeah, that show is. I guess it's a genre of horror. It's like a psychological, religious thriller.
Damn, it goes deeper.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
It's on Netflix, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the premise is there is a guy that wants to become a priest, and while he's doing his priest things, he's also working for the church as an assessor for exorcisms.
Oh shit.
So they're sending him to places where they think there's demonic possession, and he has 2 other people to help him. One of them is a psychiatrist, and because they got to see if she's possessed or if they think it's like schizophrenia or something else. And then there's another guy that's just like a pure logics person. He's like, okay, you're hearing sounds. When do you hear the sounds? From where are they coming? He like goes under the house and he like hits a pipe. He's like, does it sound like that? They're like, yeah, that's exactly why. And he's like, okay, you have fucking pipes from whatever years old. And it's like they're old. Change them.
Right.
Like he's that guy.
He's trying to make sure it's worthy of actually calling someone to get this to.
Yeah. So it's them 3 and they go out to do the calls, but the plot fucking thickens, bro. That shit's good. That shit's fucking good. But yeah, I try and stay away from shows because then I'll just like, I gotta see what's next.
Like
I
we were
gotta see
talking
what's
about
next. I gotta see what's
earlier,
next. And then, yeah. And then I won't get as much work done, which is not good. But, sometimes you gotta play a little bit, You gotta ease up. You gotta watch a fucking show or 2. It's nice.
No, I get you. I used to watch, what's this one series on Netflix? The Hill House, Haunting Hill House.
I've never heard of it.
It's based off a book, I believe. They also have like other ones, Follow the House of Usher and
I think it wasn't Follow the House of Diddy.
No, that's coming soon. I'm pretty sure.
Shit, I'm hoping.
I'm pretty sure.
Fucking hoping. Them
And
documentaries, bro.
A Diddy documentary, like
the Diddy doc.
The
bro.
Diddy doc.
That's too good.
Like the Nickelodeon one. Did you see that one recently?
No.
It was like the one that was
Tell me.
happening like backstage at like Nickelodeon. Things that were like fucking like covered up and all these like fucking sexual assault. It's fucking
Classic.
diddler shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's horrible,
The
man.
Diddler is funny.
Insane.
That's fucking funny. Like it wrote itself, It was like right there. He just had to not ever do it.
Yeah. And
You
it just
know?
had to happen during the era of memes and shit too.
Yeah.
Memes caught like wildfires, dude. So
Bruh.
like, people can lose careers over a fucking meme getting.
That's true. Or make
Yeah.
careers.
Yeah, or make careers,
Or
exactly.
make careers.
That's insane to me. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy though.
My mind. The most recent one, Haktua, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind, dude. Number 2 podcast.
Is she really?
I heard.
No way. That makes sense. How long do you think she'll hold for? Because I think maybe a month she'll hold number 2. Reason being, everyone is tuning in to see if it's interesting.
Or not. Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Then
Who
after that, it'll
knows?
drop. It's exactly the same as when a restaurant opens up in a new location.
Mm-hmm.
It's popping for the first couple months. Why? People are trying it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they already know.
They
If
know if
shit's
the
boof
hype's
or
good
not.
or not. Yep. If they know the hype is real or not, or if it's like anything
Mm-hmm.
they should just stay away from. Who knows? Maybe they're just hate listening.
That's true.
Like that Velma show. You know
That's
that Velma
true.
animation series that they made?
No.
They made like a Velma animated series on Max where it's Mindy Kaling is Velma.
Okay.
And then they just do all this other, take all these other liberties, which I get, that's cool. You want to reboot, that's cool, but people were hate watching the shit out of it cuz the reviews were so bad, and so they got a second season.
Wow. That's pretty fucking funny,
They made Velma
bro.
and Shaggy black.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then it got canceled
tried to
after
pull a
second
Disney.
season.
And
tried
they
to
made
pull
it, they made it clear that Shaggy does not like drugs because everyone used to think that he was a stoner.
He was.
I'm still holding to that, especially the
Shaggy.
live action Shaggy for sure is a stoner. Matthew Lillard Shaggy, when she says Mary Jane and he says that's like my favorite name.
Bro, why
My
else would the
favorite
dog be
name?
talking?
Yeah,
True.
They're all driving around together in a
Because
he's
van
on some
while
shit.
Shaggy's lighting up. They're all hallucinating.
like Scoob.
Yeah, that's why they're all fucking
the
scared and
shit.
seeing ghosts. That's fun. That's good. That's a good one.
Like, did you see that? He's like holding in a hit.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Oh shit!
That's fucking.
The ghost is just the
funny.
smoke sitting in the air still.
Oh fuck.
His conscience is telling him to stop smoking. He's like, did you hear that?
Keep saying stop. I don't think we should go in there.
Bro, I had a real dark idea that I told to Eric about Scooby-Doo, like remaking it, but you find out that none of it was actually real. Scooby, didn't actually talk. Shaggy's just like, spiraling out of control on drugs. Like Freddy, Velma, and Daphne are like his nurses and doctors that are trying to help him recover. Yeah, I told Eric.
Psych ward.
It's like a Ed, and Eddie. Everyone on the street is dead.
Yeah.
All the cul-de-sac is actually just what's it called?
Demons
Limbo.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. What is
Conspiracy,
it?
huh?
Conspiracy for Scooby Doo. Actually, Scooby Doo is a fucking demonic entity, and they find out like that's why he talks.
That's
and,
why he
like,
talks. He's possessed.
Yeah, and then he fucking murders everybody.
That Shaggy became like a cosmic entity for a while because of memes.
Oh yeah,
like
'cause
a
he
year
can
or
charge
two
up and
ago.
shit.
Yeah, like he became like more powerful than Superman in the meme
That's
lore or
funny,
whatever. It was
dude.
weird, dude.
Yeah, they made him into like Goku. He could like charge attack and like.
That's pretty lit.
That shit was funny. They put it into the multiverses game. Their little Smash Bros. That's just
That's
fun.
funny. That's funny.
Oh
We
man,
love a good meme.
hell yeah, dude. Oh man, I was at Barnes and Nobles yesterday. Not on the topic of memes, but
I was like, okay, interesting.
I
Meme
saw
book?
books about
Books,
like
the original memes.
ghosts and shit. Like ghosts in like fucking SoCal and like Hollywood and like Orange.
Did you pick it
County.
up? Did you open it?
I
What'd you
looked
look
at it too,
What
and
did you
the first thing I saw was Universal Studios, and we were going to go to that. We went to the fucking Horror Nights that same night too, and I was just like, "Fuck, this place is fucking haunted." And I was looking at it, dude. No,
Did it
no,
change your experience?
no,
All right.
no. But I'm always looking for shit when I'm over there, just because I know it's been open for how long. It's the
Yeah.
birthplace of horror films and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see Alfred Hitchcock's fucking ghost there, dude. Like, fuck yeah.
Bro, the
You know
original horror
shit
films,
that happens in Hollywood.
it's exactly, the original horror films were not effects, bro.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
Those are actual murders.
Yeah, dude. Fucking snuff.
Mm-hmm.
OG snuff films and shit,
Straight
like horror
up.
films.
That's
And then
just
they
wild.
realized they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then Universal made money.
And then after that, when they stopped killing people, that's when the money came
They
in.
made Frankenstein.
That's fucking funny, dude.
I'm
They
playing.
put back together the last person they killed.
I don't know the
Put out
timeline on that.
Frankenstein. That's funny.
I don't know the timeline on that, so I
That's okay.
can't be quoted on that. But yeah, somewhere along the line.
On the topic of spooky books, did you know that King James, one of the first authors of the Bible, was also an author of demonic presences and witches.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like actual, like he put it down, or he's been studying it, or he had
Exactly,
experienced
100%. Both.
Really?
So yeah, so
dude, I love
the
that
reason
shit.
he turned to Christianity and basically wrote his version of the Bible or his translation of the Bible was because he was being haunted.
Fucking.
So he was he had
No
like
shot.
spirits and fucking demons, and he had encountered witches and knew
What
that
the
witchcraft
fuck?
was a fucking thing, and he had been documenting all this.
That's
So he
crazy.
created the book of demonology and witchcraft.
Because he had seen that shit.
Exactly.
Damn, bro.
And then he came across Christianity and he
Damn,
wrote
bro.
the Bible.
And he's like, you know what? This Bible shit might be, that might be the way to. Damn, that's.
I was like,
wild.
how interesting is that?
That's crazy.
And the book of demonology and witchcraft is in time stamped by him prior to
writing the Bible.
writing the Bible.
To writing the version of the Bible
So that's
that everyone
fucking-
knows.
Exactly.
That's
So like that's a little
crazy.
fucking weird, right?
That's wild. So
Or-
so what the fuck did he know?
Exactly.
What the fuck did this
right?
guy know?
All right, we're going conspiracies here, bro. All right, so there's talks that we've changed the words from dragons and griffins and fucking all of that shit to dinosaurs. So all of the mythical used to exist. They were real creatures. Because if you look at ancient lore and mythology and storytelling of different cultures and regions that never had any communication with each other,
Yeah.
they all depict the same exact things.
Fuck.
So
Yeah.
why is that they all depict the same things, but there's nothing here on this?
And all the mythical shit like tends to like overlap.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It all ties together and it makes sense. And there's geographical referencing as to why things are the way that they are, and that all make like you can fucking maps out. So like, what did they know? You
there's
know?
enough room for doubt. There's so much room for doubt once you look at everything like that. And honestly, like I want there to be doubt. Like I want there to like, you know, as much
Bro.
as like science is cool and everything, like dude, don't get me
Science
wrong.
rules.
Science rules.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. But if we could for some reason like find something like along the way that was
we get
wrong,
murdered immediately.
dude, that'd be fucking crazy. That'd be crazy. Wouldn't we find out like ghosts and shit are real?
Well, you heard of the ocean under the ocean?
Yeah. Oh, dude, like where it's like denser, right?
Correct. It is a
Right.
denser form of water that they cannot enter.
Dude,
That's fucking weird.
what the fuck is in there?
Monsters.
Monsters?
For sure. There's
Atlantis?
monsters. Aliens, maybe.
Dude.
Damn, it's the smarter people that are actually running the world. And they're using us as laborers to, I don't know, do something so that they can continue feeding off of us.
That would be fucking insane if that could be proven, dude. That would be fucking, dude. I would like, I
Send
would just
another
be like,
billionaire.
sign me the fuck up.
Sign me up.
Sign
bro,
me
I'm
up. I
there.
will, dude. Yeah.
All right, so when they got life situated on Mars, you going? Sign you up?
Sign me up for that, dude. I saw this tweet the other day. It was like a picture of Mars, and they were like, imagine just smacking down a McDouble while you're out with this view.
Just fucking. That's so fucking dumb. That's so dumb. That's
Seeing
fucking
tweets of people
funny,
having like
dude.
sad days and their nuggies are just floating away.
Forgot to turn off the anti-vacuum before I came
bro,
in.
you tripped. That shit ain't ever coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm really into like the unknown type shit. I'm not really too deep into like conspiracies and shit, but once it comes to like cryptids, I'm like, dude, tell me more. When skinwalkers, dude, tell me more. Bigfoot, tell me more. You feel me?
I do feel you. I'm trying to keep it together from the fucking. I'm still imagining just you're on fucking Mars. Earth is out there. You can fucking see the sun. Just fucking McDonald's, bro.
I'm gonna make
That's
a
what you got.
gangbang.
That's what the fucking McGangbang in space. That's what you have for nutrition. That's what they figured out to fucking feed the population.
It
They were
doesn't
like
go bad.
McDonald's, bro. That's the easiest shit to get there.
Keep it frozen the entire time.
It
We've
cooks
had
on
the
the
same
flight over
stock.
with radiation.
There you go,
bro.
Give me my.
You hold
My
it out the
nuked
window for a
McDonald's.
second, just.
You guys believe in
My
ghosts?
God, yep. I don't fuck with them.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
good.
You
thank
believe in them though?
I sure do.
Yeah.
I
It's
live
horrifying.
next to one of the oldest cemeteries in my
It's
state.
true.
My
Yeah?
house is very haunted.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys like y'all seen some shit then, huh?
Yeah. So
Sorry, city,
the first
not state.
time, first time I saw a spirit.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was weird. It was legit my neighbor.
Mhm.
Like he had died,
Mhm.
and I was taking out the trash, and it was 12 at night. It's dark. I fucking hated taking out the trash at 12 because it's dark. And at the time, the street light would flicker. It was not a good street light. Spooky. So, if the trash was low, and this was before they used to come around with the nice fucking trash can trucks that have the lid, and they fucking just pick them up and throw it in the truck. Like, there's just open bins. So if they were empty enough, I would just fucking yeet that bitch from the driveway. Right. And I would hope that I make it. And if I didn't, I would run over, pick that bitch up, and throw it in real quick. This one night, I yeet it, and it hits the trash can and falls over. And I went, exactly. So I went over there, and I pick up all the trash. I threw it in the trash can, and then I stood it up, and I turned around. White figure standing right in front of me, looked just like my fucking neighbor, and was just looking at me. And I went, ah! And I took off and I ran inside.
Holy shit!
I remember, I told my mom. I was gonna say parents. My dad was like, okay. And my mom was like, what? So I continued to tell her. And she was like, oh, you probably saw the ghost of your neighbor. And I was like, fucking why? And she was like, he was probably out there taking care of you. And I was like, well, that's nice, I guess. But that's also fucking horrifying. Insane. That's not cool at all. But who knows? I was a small child and my neighbor had just died. So maybe that was just my brain playing hallucinations on me and, you know, fucking with me.
That's crazy. Because I've heard this thing where kids tend to report more ghost sightings because they haven't been told by adults that they're not real.
Interesting.
Because they're just receiving the information that they see, right? They see it there. They don't have a filter. They haven't been jaded by reality yet.
Yeah.
We're
not locked into this dimension.
Yeah.
If you want to get to that.
Because it's like, sometimes you hear kids say like, you know, I don't want to go there. There's a ghost. And it's like, what? Like, what
do you mean, bro? Chill.
How do you know what a ghost looks like?
Or the fucking dogs. That's the worst. I hate that shit. You ever with the dog and you're walking and it's like, oh. I'm like, why?
Standing.
Why'd you stop?
My cat does that shit.
I don't like it.
And the doors are closed, no windows open or anything like that. My cat's just like, they start hissing maybe? Bro, no.
My dog did that once. It was just me and him. Door at the fucking back was open. Just darkness. I can't see in there. It's my brother's room.
Yeah. And
this fool was by my feet and he got up. He was like alerted, got up, and he walks over and he's looking into my brother's room.
Full on.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Attack mode activated.
Bro, you know that feeling where like your fucking heart just drops and you feel fucking like everything come up into your head? It almost feels like water fills up in your body and you're like, I don't know if I should fucking run or like
fight
do
or
I need
flight,
to fucking fight right now? Yeah, I guess the rush of adrenaline. I felt that and I was like, oh, I went over and I was just looking in the doorway and I was like, oh, and he's staring just he's a fucking mean dog.
Yeah.
I turn the light on, there's fucking nothing. He's just like
no.
And I'm
way.
like, this ain't cool, bro.
That's
I was like, I don't fucking like this. I closed the door and I was like, come on, buddy.
It's not the business.
We're going for a walk. Fuck this shit. I'm out, bro. Don't fucking know.
Want to go to the park?
Bro.
Go for a walk? No.
It was late, too.
It
was horrifying.
And was that recent or?
Nah, that was like a cool. My 2-footer day. It was like a cool 3 to 5 years ago.
Okay.
Roughly. Because either there was a demon that he barked away or he went through doggy dementia and no longer fucking has it anymore. Because he doesn't do that shit anymore.
Or it hid because you turned the light on.
Maybe. Nah, I don't like that.
I just like playing like that. I'm sorry, I'm a horror writer.
No, that's okay. Like it's fine. It's totally fine. But I don't like that one fucking bit. That's not cool. That's not cool. I don't like what I saw when you said that. That's what I don't like. You know?
You saw the scene because you're a camera guy. You could see it. You could see that being shot.
It's really funny. Yes, to answer your question in short, yes. But the reason that I went to movies is because I'm just a very visual person. But what I love to do is tell story as well.
Yes.
That's my main thing. Predominantly fiction, just because I like make believe. I've always loved pretend since I was little. When I was little, the first thing I wanted to be was an actor. But what I did most of my time was set up fucking scenes with my toys, and I would make them act out. Literally every day, I would fucking make them act out different shit. They would be like, have like a team.
Shit.
They would be epic fucking
You're
battles.
directing it too.
Exactly.
Damn.
So what I ended up learning was, so in high school, I really liked creative writing. That's where I started writing. I have it's a book series, but I don't know what's going to end up happening with it. It's called The Beginning of the End. I loved aliens.
Ooh.
So that's my alien little novel. So I knew I liked writing because I was like, okay, cool storytelling. And then that kind of got put aside, and then I picked up a camera, and at first it was taking pictures, and then when you start learning how to use a camera, you figure out how to take proper pictures, framing. Naturally, the next jump is videography.
Yep.
You start taking video. And then it clicked in my head, oh, you're telling a story by showing these images in a certain way. And then I started tying in the words of story behind. Now, oh, that's fucking how everything ties in and works. So it's like, okay, yes, I'm a writer, but ultimately where I fall is directing. That's my whole thing, and as to why I want to make movies.
Being the storyteller.
Yeah.
Literally directing the story. No, I get you.
So for me, I saw it as I had to go through all of the different avenues to get to the final point, because at that final point, I needed all of those avenues.
Right.
You know, I had to collect all of the badges to be the best trainer, you know?
No, I get you.
I hit all the gyms.
Yeah, beat the Elite Four and everything.
Yeah, bro.
No, I feel you, man. Yeah, no, I hear you out on that. But yeah, doing horror and everything like that, that's just something I really want to do. Filming horror, writing horror.
It's sick.
Honestly, just because like I love the twists, I love the turns. You know what I mean?
Again, I appreciate it. I don't know if it would be creepy on set or behind the scenes, but I appreciate the art form of it. I like it. I do like the behind the scenes. I guess you can be scared because I've done Universal, but I don't know if that's like fully like you get to see the behind the scenes of horror, because there's a point in time where it gets real.
Yeah, you're there. You're pretty
You
much
say
in a
action,
movie set.
and you say action, and it's real for however long that scene is supposed to be.
It is real in that sense. Yep.
So
in that moment, it's real.
You know,
100%. Yep. And I just want to make it so that like when I'm editing the movie, I need the lights on because I'm fucking scared. I want to color it, and I want to add enough sound
you want
effects
to start
and shit.
getting fucking haunted.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I want to be like, okay, is something wrong with, I'm gonna start doubting my own fucking reality and shit. I want it to be that fucking scary.
Fucking whoever's partnered on your movie hires somebody to just fuck with you in your office while you're editing. Like, here's a copy of the key, dude. Do with that as what you please.
Rig everything.
Fuck yeah,
random
bro.
times of the day.
It's just fucking a buzzer connected to your desk. You're just working, just like start shaking. What the fuck's going on? That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
That's the dream. Yeah, man.
That's cool. I'm not gonna lie, you don't strike me as the horror type of person.
I feel like that's like a common thing. It's kind of have you ever seen like a picture of comparing Hayao Miyazaki and what's his name? Junji Ito. So Hayao Miyazaki is the guy that made like Spirited Away, Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro, a bunch of different like anime films that are like heartwarming. That's like Japan's version of a Disney film. Very really good. Like the artistic style is insane. The music is beautiful, and
that's
the
Studio
story,
Ghibli, no?
Ghibli, yeah, Ghibli films. And then Junji Ito is known for making some really like horrible, like gut wrenching like horror.
The manga I showed you.
He made Uzumaki. I don't know. It's like a really
Dissolving Classroom.
Swirls in the eye and stuff like that. Like
yeah.
really crazy stuff recently. But they compared a picture of the two.
I don't remember.
It was like out of context though. It was like pictures of the two artists out of context. So the guy that made like the Disney shit, he's like all depressed, smoking a cigarette and shit. He's just like fucking hate my life.
I mean, to be fair, he is gonna die soon.
No, yeah, he's a much older fella. But then the guy that makes like the horror stuff, he's all like happy and like he's all shopping in public and he's all smiling and shit.
There's an argument to be had there because on one side you have somebody that is letting out all of the darkness that's inside of them,
and just straight through their work.
Exactly.
Or maybe
the other side, all he's doing is producing beautiful works of art that are just, to my understanding, heartwarming and full of love.
Or maybe even fantasies that you want.
Okay,
You know, like
fantasies
maybe,
that
like,
you would want your life to be, right?
Exactly.
Now, why would you be doing that? There's a good chance that
Yeah,
you're
happy.
not getting
Just straight
that
up
in your
unhappy.
life. So you're creating these things so that you could escape from
Creating
them.
that fantasy. Yeah.
Now, you had said, what was it, troubled artist or something like that?
Yeah, some trouble artist.
So to me, that's kind of like that artist there, where they're making art to escape their own reality. I guess we'll never know. Unless I'm sure he's old enough. He's probably done plenty of interviews on it.
Oh yeah.
But I guess we will know for him.
I did have a question. I mean, for both of you, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Stephen King's quotes on 3 types of terror.
No, actually.
I actually brought it up because I was
Sick.
thinking about it. But he says 3 types of terror. There's the gross out, which is the sight of a severed head tumbling down a flight of stairs. It's when the lights go out and something green and slimy splatters against your arm. The horror, the unnatural, the spiders the size of bears, the dead waking up and walking around. It's when the lights go out and something with claws grabs you by the arm. And the last and worst one is terror. When you come home and notice everything you own has been taken away and replaced by an exact substitute. It's when the lights go out and you feel something behind you, you hear it, you feel its breath against your ear, but when you turn around, there's nothing there.
Nah.
Would you say that based on those 3 categories, that horror, like you say, you want to do horror, is that like the actual type that you want to do, very visceral, very...
I wouldn't say like, cause like you said, there's the gore, like, right? There's the gore, and then there's the unknown, and then there's the terror where it's just like you absolute like fright, right?
Yeah.
I would feel like I would lean towards the middle of those two, of horror and terror, just because I love the unknown. I love the unknown of, like, you know, ghosts and
H.P.
monsters
Lovecraft
and all that stuff. Yeah, like I'm totally in with that. I like when they marry horror with sci-fi. You know, I like. Have you ever seen 11/22/63 or read it? Or it's a series on Hulu, but with James Franco, and he goes into the past. It's based off of a Stephen King, actually a Stephen King novel or a Stephen King story, where someone goes into the past and he's been tasked with saving JFK.
Sick.
Yeah, he needs to save the future, and he needs to change the future, and he needs to go back in time to save JFK. It's a wild story, and it's also like it's got a little bit of horror elements, but the horror isn't like too much. There's only so many rules they're gonna break because it's already time travel. So it's like the horror of like human realities and shit like that, of like changing the past and the consequences of that as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's technically paid. It's just not monetary. It's just not monetary payment.
I had an unofficial Delta 8 sponsor for a while.
Really?
Yeah, just
How's
constantly
Delta 8?
being Delta 8. Okay. Let's say
It's like weed light.
it's weed. Yeah, it's like diet weed.
Okay.
Like, it was like, imagine like it's what somebody thinks CBD is. Where it's like
Got it.
where
Yeah,
they
that's a
think
good
you're
way to
still gonna get
describe it.
high. They think you're still gonna get faded as fuck, but like you can
Yeah.
if you
Takes
do
a lot.
if you do edibles.
Oh.
You know what's wild is Delta 8, Delta 10, and all those other derivatives are made or like synthesized directly from CBD.
Yeah, just straight from the hemp.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy,
weird.
right?
Synthesize.
Yeah, they just figured out a way to figure out like how to get the ratios right. That's just genetics. It's crazy. Genetic crossbreeding and shit. They're able to come up with
Science.
like the THCAs and everything like that. All the stuff. THCA is
cannabinoids,
so
man.
crazy, dude.
I don't know.
It's like a
Go
thing
on.
that's going off right now.
Preach.
Like they got flour, they got vapes, they got dabs and everything. It's pretty much the same shit, except it just comes from hemp. The same shit
Interesting.
we smoke, except just hemp flour.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
THCA is the precursor to THC.
And when you burn it, it turns into THC.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
It's a horror.
So horror, yeah. So yeah, I think it was like that's because like growing up, watched a lot of horror movies. I had some my own ghost experiences too. Like one of my favorite ones is like I used to thrash in my sleep.
Oh, sick.
I used to like
You were
fucking
one of
like
those.
yeah, I used to like
Great.
fucking wake up on one side and like start on the other and everything, and then there would be like no fucking
No sheets,
sheet
no
or
pillows,
anything.
no
Yeah,
nothing left on the bed. Huh?
straight raw dog in the mattress.
Hell yeah.
So like I'd
That's
wake
hot.
up like and I'd be on the mattress and like the fitted sheet would be down. But one night, a shadow comes into my room.
Nah.
Takes the fitted sheet, not the blanket, takes the fitted sheet and puts it on me. puts it on me. It doesn't kiss me goodnight or anything, but like the fact that it moved a fucking sheet from my foot to my up here, fitted sheet, like I said, it's almost a blanket, but it's not the blanket, right? So that's the part that's like it's uncanny, like it's a little bit off, right? That's the part where like if it was my parents, they would know. I
Or
asked my
grab the
parents.
fucking blanket.
Yeah, I asked them the next day. I'm like, yo, did you guys come in my room last night and tuck me in? They're like, no. It's probably like your uncle who like, you know, who took care of me. You know, he was like my like another one of my father figures, you know, in my life. So like I asked him and he said, no, that wasn't me. Like I'm just like, who the fuck did it?
That's not fucking cool at all.
Nope, none, not at all. So I can't explain any of that shit. So that's
Your
like
uncle
something.
told you no as a joke.
Can you imagine?
He never told you.
He was like, I didn't want
Hey,
to.
he knew. He was like, if I use the blanket, that's too fucking obvious.
He said fitted sheet. Yeah, yeah, he said fitted sheet. Cool.
Good. It's fucked.
But recently, though, I was staying in Vegas. Vegas is haunted as fuck, man. Vegas is haunted as fuck.
I mean, they used to murder people in the
desert.
is it, basement. Well, desert, and also the
let 'em
basement of
out.
casinos.
Yeah,
That's predominantly run by mafia originally. So
that's how it all started. The fucking the Flamingo was run by Bugsy Siegel and his gang. So
shit, bro.
yeah, and then he skipped out on his friends and they killed him in his house in Hollywood.
Yo,
I think it was his girl's house or something like that. They killed him there.
That's wild.
You don't take money from your friends,
Hey,
but
bros before hoes, man.
They did say though, the mafia said like the general public doesn't need to be afraid of us. We don't kill them. We kill each other.
Yeah.
It's like it's only if you fuck each other over because you're trying to make money. So yeah, but we were staying at this place called Tahiti Village. We got like a fucking bedroom suite, fucking nice ass, like it was like a condo. You know, one of those. You ever get one of those hotel rooms where it's like you get a fucking kitchen and everything, and then it's like 2 bedrooms and a living room.
I mean, I never gotten that bougie, but I have had a bedroom and a living room, not a secondary one.
No, it was like it was cheaper because it was one of those timeshares essentially. It was like a rented out timeshare, and so we did that. So me and my girl had one of the bedrooms with a bathroom. Nice. She said, "I'm gonna go take a shower real quick." We were watching some horror shit, like some ghost shit. We were watching like fucking like ghost stories in the ER. That's what we were watching.
Okay.
Ghost stories in the ER, and she goes
And
to
you
the
don't think
bathroom.
any of this could have played into?
I 100% thought it was at first.
Okay.
Until she had what she had to say.
Okay.
So, I'm there. I'm like nodding off. It's 9 p.m. It's the day after EDC. I am tired.
Sick.
I am dead tired, and
How much Molly did you do? How much Molly?
That weekend I didn't do any actually.
Wild. I don't believe it.
I stopped.
No shit.
Actually, no. Actually, that was the last weekend I ever did Molly like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just like I just don't anymore. I'm over it. I just
Good for you.
Shrooms is a much more enjoyable thing for me.
It's also less taxing on your brain neurologically,
Physically and mentally and everything. Mentally and everything.
All around, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm tired. Coming down, right? I've had weed in me to feel better from the come down already.
Nice.
So I'm watching this TV. I'm nodding off, and it's just talking about weird shit, talking about like ghosts, presences and shit like that at like late night. And she's in the shower, and I hear the door open, the shower like the bathroom door open and close. I'm back to the back doors behind me. TV's over there. I'm like kind of eyes closed already, right? So I'm like in my head I'm like, that better be my girlfriend. That better be her. I swear to God, I better be her. She forgot something in the bedroom. She forgot her towel. And that's it. And then the door closes slowly. Both times, opening slowly, closing slowly, right? She comes out of the bathroom after like maybe 10, 15 minutes later. She had just finished her shower. She goes, "Did you open the bathroom door? Did you open the bathroom door?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Stop fucking lying. Don't fucking lie to me right now." And I said, "No, babe, I'm not lying to you."
That's not cool.
Not cool. We checked.
Not cool at all.
I told her, like, stay here. I'm going to check and see, like, if any of our friends were out here and maybe doing some fucked up prank because it's a bunch of guys and one girl.
Yeah.
They're all asleep. They're all asleep. There's another bedroom on the other side. Those guys are knocked out. There's one living room, and the guy's knocked out on the couch. The only other guys that were with us were in a completely different suite.
Yeah.
So, door opened, all that shit, hinge and everything. I heard it. I just didn't see it happen. That's the only thing. But that's the problem. Neither of us saw it. You know what I
You
mean?
both heard it.
But we both heard it. And then, you know, both of us were like, man, we're just watching horror stuff. And it's just like, no, what the fucking just happened?
That's weird.
It's just,
That's too weird. It's too coincidental. Why would you guys both hear the exact same thing if it didn't happen?
like, unless
You
she's
know?
pranking me, and she's been pranking me for the past 3 years. And that,
Maybe.
you know, if that's what happened, then that's what happened. But I don't know.
Bruh.
That's the sad part about it.
If that's what happened, you best check her word, because
That's
she
what
a
I'm
gray
saying.
liar.
I know, right? I'm gonna be like,
Bruh.
I would not, honestly, I'd move out if that were the case.
Bruh.
Cause she claims to see spirits and shit. She has like this. She's very in tune with her shit like that. Like she says that she sees spirits, and I'm just like, I'm not the type to disprove her. I'm not gonna sit here and be like that guy. You know, there's always that stereotypical husband.
No, you're just fucking crazy.
You fucking on one, dude. No, we just
Yeah.
smoke. You didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna sit there and be like, I didn't see it, and if you did see it,
Tell
what
it
the
not to
fuck?
hurt me.
Yeah,
Oh.
like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I guess
Tell
what
it to
the
stay
fuck
the
works,
fuck
man.
away. Yeah, no. So
Start praying.
yeah, that was like a really that was probably the most recent experience that I can remember off the cuff. That's it. I want more. Cause then, like, you know what I mean? Like, that opens more questions and possibilities of like afterlife and all those other things, or maybe even, you know, there's no way to measure that shit. There's no way that we can quantify or qualify any of that shit. That's like,
If you're interested, you can look into near-death experiences. That has very confirming data.
right? And like, you know, like even when you take for account the DMT, even when you take for account that, there's still things that can't explain it.
Well, the weird part is you can get a group of 10 people from completely different areas, never talk to each other, that had near-death experiences, and ask them about their experience. And sure, they might use different words, but they will all explain the exact same thing.
The same exact phenomenon every
That's
time.
fucking weird.
That I think is insane.
There's just recently a podcast that I listened to on Joe Rogan, and I forget the gentleman's name, but he wrote a book. He had a near-death experience, and something that he had said that he had found out was that everybody experiences a past loved one to receive them.
Damn.
Yeah. So he said what he had found is that the dead come to receive the living at their
Really?
last moments.
I've heard that.
It's
I
weird,
have
right?
heard that. That happened with my grandma when she had brain cancer.
At the very end, they start talking to somebody that's not there, but in reality, it's
Yeah.
somebody that had died a long
already
time
passed. Yeah. And she was talking to her brother.
Mm-hmm.
He had passed back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
That I've heard.
And that's so a lot of it's like hospice people or people that take care of, well, people that are on their last days. They say that once they start talking to that person, they're in their last moments,
Yeah, they're almost there.
which is kind of fucking weird, right?
That's crazy. They welcome you. That's
So
wild.
yeah, I think there is something extra. There is something more, and I do believe in like multi-dimension and plane, universal, multiple reality, like all that shit. I
Right.
believe it's all possible, and
Right.
it's more so on a, I'm gonna sound real fucking like hippie woo woo, but it's more on like a resonance type of thing. How in tune are you with not only yourself physically, but the plane that you are existing in?
Everything, how you vibrate. No, I get you. Talking about like homing frequencies and talking about like healing frequencies and everything like that.
Bruh, with frequencies, there's literally a demonic frequency and frequencies that are meant to deteriorate the neurological. I'm gonna use sensitivity because I can't remember exactly how it was described, but that shifted in popular culture music, like producing in a
Really?
frequency. I think around like the 90s.
Really? So around the 90s.
I think so, and I could be wrong, but a lot of people say conspiracy. Woo. A lot of people say that was also like the real step in of the Illuminati.
Where they
And
started
that's where-
changing them.
Exactly. So they started taking control over the populace by first the music.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
it's really weird if you look up demonic, like what the demonic frequency is. I think it's like 440. I could be wrong, but you look up like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, like all the people that have allegations of being top Illuminati leaders and shit, and their music is all
In those
that
keys.
frequency, and you're like, that's weird. That's weird,
That's
right?
funny.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that tie in too well that are inexplicable,
Right.
that people want to write off as coincidence, but
It's too good to be true sometimes.
it's like
It feels
Kanye.
like, at least.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
People will take a simple explanation to not destroy their view of reality.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this may not be a full, exactly the same way, but like it's like seeing Disneyland the way like a kid sees it,
Mm-hmm.
not realizing it's a whole business and everything like that, and or like
Yeah.
or forcing yourself to putting the blinders on.
You know somebody's in the suit.
Yeah.
The kid sees Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's some shit though.
I mean, that's fucking red pill, blue pill,
I know, right?
fucking Matrix shit. Like, this is literally
Yeah,
what it is.
Exactly, right? It's like
So-
it's either you choose to see that for the way that they offer it to you, or you're going to, see it for what it should be.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Being able to see things for what they really are instead of what you think they are.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
A lot of times that's
It kind of hurts sometimes when it comes to like let's just talk about like the show business, and you see how everything is run and everything like that. Once the fucking veil is taken away,
it's dirty.
it's dirty. And
It's been dirty for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of scares me that like, is that what I'm getting into?
Yes, the answer is yes and no.
Yeah,
So there are areas in the industry that are still like that.
it's gonna be there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's also to be said in any industry.
Exactly.
Now, movie industry is just a little bit more prominent because that's where glitz and glam is.
Mhm.
Anywhere where fame or money is to be made, you'll have some pretty fucking despicable people.
Yeah. Because of the money. And
Yeah.
fame. Clout to kill it.
Exactly. But with that, if you choose to go in and play that game, then play the game, but play it honorably and keep yourself out of those situations.
Keep yourself you.
Exactly. You might have to
Stay
work
true to
harder.
yourself.
Exactly like Cat Williams said, you'll have to work harder,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll come out with your dignity.
You still be
You know?
you. Yeah, you won't lose any of yourself, like your dignity. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
None of that will be taken away from you.
Nope.
Yeah. So I
The
guess
other
that's-
route is you go independent.
Yes. Which is something
fuck
I've
the mainstream. Find other like-minded people that believe in a similar job or idea, fucking project, whatever you want
that
to call
passion.
it,
Yeah.
and move forward with that team.
I think that's super important, especially for me and for what I want to do. Like I was talking about earlier about like not being exactly the guy that can, execute in terms of like business stuff, but like I still have an eye and I still have a, imagination, and I still have things that I want done in terms of businesses as well. It's just that I may not be the voice all the time. I may not be the best voice for every situation, something like that. Yeah.
One of the hardest things, but best things to learn as an entrepreneur or business owner is delegating.
Mm-hmm.
When you can delegate, then it allows you to put attention into new areas.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. That's for sure. There's a book I recently read. It's like the subtle art. No, not the subtle art of giving a fuck, but it's the other one. It's the essentialism. And essentialism is just pretty much just like learning how to say no to shit. Learning how to say no to things that just do not have that do not give any value to you, do not make you a better person, do not affect you, and also learning how to say no just to like gain the respect of people who think that you are willing to just do anything for them as well. So there's like a lot of different, you know, that's just only barely even touching the surface, but yeah, it's a pretty good book if anyone out there has like a problem with saying no to people.
People pleasing.
People pleasing, yeah. Well, I had that problem.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, being Filipino, like the
yeah.
what's it called, the hospitality.
Did your family make you perform for other family members?
Oh yeah,
Oh, there you
I
go.
had to sing in front of them.
Dude,
I had
that's a fucking staple in
all
Filipinos.
that shit, dude. Yeah.
It's a stereotype, if you will, huh?
No, yeah.
Or a statistic at that point.
No,
I don't
when
know.
you said it, I even thought of the house where I was doing it most. Yeah, no, it wasn't even my house.
You were like, I smelled that shit. now I
Yeah,
remember.
dude. Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I feel the floor on my fucking bare feet, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
Dead ass. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I feel like that's really part of like the storytelling aspect, being able to, those experiences and shit. Because when it comes to you and your experiences, any individual, no one can write your fucking story but yourself.
You're very right.
No one can. When it comes to like creating narratives or creating like biographies or anything like that, it's like it's what you want to do, and so it just all comes back to just like doing it. Just fucking do it. Being happy with it, man. Because like time, man. Too much. You don't have enough time. Everyone always says it's too late. And I'm always like, why? What do you mean? I'm chilling. Why? What do you mean I'm chilling? I'm almost fucking 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been out of school for some. Yeah.
You look back and you go, what have I been doing?
Friends have kids. I'm a godfather. Dude, it's fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marriages have been had and new people have joined the world.
Mm-hmm. And it keeps going.
It does. Time is endless.
That's beautiful, too.
Time is endless.
I think that's beautiful.
On the note of writing your own story, this is a wild question to hit you with after fucking that whole little excerpt you went on. But this is how I like to wrap it up. I got one question for you. During your period of time on this earth, what's something that you've learned that's helped you live a better life?
Something that I learned that I'm constantly beat over the head with is that happiness is a choice.
That's a good one.
It's really heavy because like I've had ups, I've had downs, and I've had moments where I was unhappy throughout both. I've had things, like I've bought things that I thought would make me happy. I've done things that I thought would make me happy. I've been around people who I thought would make me happy, but I wasn't making myself happy for shit. I wasn't doing anything. I was just pleasing. I was just pleasing, or I was doing what someone else told me was going to be what I wanted. So, that being said, yeah, just be happy. You're here. You're here, dude. Like, I'd hate to oversimplify it, and I'd hate to make a joke out of it, but, like, one of the things that, like, that comes at me every now and then on the internet is that all the time in the world in history, and you live in the time of the pen. Like, you live in the time of, like, fucking instant pocket. Cannabis, literally. Why can you be mad about shit, dude? Like, I mean, I get it. Life happens, but life happens.
It does.
You feel me? Saying
There's
everything and nothing at the same
going
time.
On in the world, but also nothing's fucking happening.
Exactly.
Bombs are blowing up, but we're here with weed, whiskey, and good company.
Hey, yeah.
Dude, this has been a lot of fun.
Thanks for
coming
me,
and sharing time. Of course, man.
Yeah, it was good reconnecting with you, man. It was
likewise,
dope.
man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Good night.